All right, and welcome, all Blue Box fans. Thanks so much for being here with us today. Let me get just a little bit of background music, not too loud. There we go, good. All right, and as we're getting started today, of course, we've got brand new mic equipment we just started working with last week, and we want to make sure that still sounds good to you, so I'll be watching the streams. Hey, 2DMs, good to see you here today. Camo Lise, good to see you as well. And man, we have a fun session today. Depending on what decisions the players make and how long they survive, it could be really cool. But we're going to go through a couple of announcements here in a second. But I also want to make sure everybody can hear us okay. Are we muted? Let's see here.
I'm on.
Nope, we're good. I'm just making sure here we're live. Yep. All right. So let's go around the room again quickly. And we have a level up that's occurred.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, is the chat bot, alert bot should be up?
It is. It's
okay.
Just, I forgot the command.
Oh, okay. All right. And so, good. Sounds good. Outstanding audio. Oh, Dragons in the dining room. Our good friends. Hello and thank you. Huzzah. Good to have you guys here. And let's do a quick around the room. We'll check all the audio. And we're going to have a level up that's going to happen after the combat. We ended our last session with an impending combat. 6 ghouls. These horrible, necrotically infected fiends slid out from beneath bales of hay, and I'll tell you what one of them did in a second. It's pretty gross, and slammed the door in the barn on our adventurers, and now they have this incredible combat that's about to occur. So whoever survives this combat, I've already given out XP for the last 4 sessions, and they will be leveling up. They've already done their feats and all their work, but they're going to do their XP roll, or pardon me, HP rolls after this combat if they're still alive.
Please let us live.
So let's go around the room and tell us your character name, your class, and what level you will be if you survive this fight.
Alright, I am Irda. I am going to be a level 7 Skull, darn it. I am an Azamar, and yeah, that's me.
Well done.
I'm Baron Solomon Frost, and I will be a level 6 Cavalier.
I'm Ixendatrix, and I will be a level 7 Alchemist.
I'm Captain Cade Cardinal, and I will be a level 7 pirate or swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler, yeah. Where's
Is
your?
it son?
It's your mic is. Oh, your mic was it was underneath your head. All right, let's try that one more time.
Okay.
I'm like, where's her mic? Where's her mic? I see a wire, but no mic.
Captain Cade Cardinal,
I said this got eaten.
former captain of the Flag Ghost, and I'll be a
You can
level
attack twice.
7.
Swashbuckler. All right, very good.
Attack bonus and then second.
So before we get started, we want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors, of course. We have the incredible Atris Minis, who has painted many of these incredible miniatures we have on the table here today. We have, as always, Dragon Crafting Guild, and I've got 2 giveaways to talk about today, so let me start with that. One is, we will be giving away at the break one of these awesome Blue Box RPG. This is the Blue Edition t-shirts. So this will be given away at the break for certain. And then additionally, if we get to 270 followers today, and I have a goal, I want to get to 300 by the end of March. That's an ambitious goal. We're at 266 right now, and we picked up some good followers this week, but we want to get to 270 today, if we can, and then 300 by the end of March. If we get to 270 today, a Dragon Crafting Guild dice tray, one of these bad boys, incredible craftsmanship. These things are awesome. We'll do a giveaway today if we get to 270 on one of these, but the shirt is going no matter what. All right, lastly, on our giveaways, yes, sir, 2DMs, it is sweet. All right, I want to show you, let me switch to this view here, and I want to show some of the work this week of our incredible Renan Asuncio. So this sponsor is actually crafting 3D sculpts for us. He's done already the Orc King Storgajul. He's done an Azdur, half dwarf, half human, and he has just recently done this fog speaker. This was taken from a simple concept. We had a viewer, Squishy the Assassin, that gave us the idea during a world building session. And then I found a kind of a rudimentary sketch on the internet. And from just those 2 pieces, Renan crafted this incredible, I've heard everything from creepy to nightmarish creature that will be appearing in Riven Realm later this year. And of all the things I would say you do not want to run into in a dark alley, this guy is on that list. So that's going to be so much fun. All right. Now, let's talk about what happened last time before we jump into the stream today. And let's keep it as brief as we can. We've got several folks already watching, and they want to see this combat and who survives.
Alright.
So let's do a brief what happened last time.
Okay, so at the let's see, let me think. Where did we start?
He was still.
Oh, that's right. He was at Amigos, and we were at the asylum. That's right. So we finished the combat with the ghoul at the asylum, and then was revealed that the actual caretaker knew he was infected already and didn't do anything about it, which was great. So yeah, we learned quite a bit there. Ixon escaped Amigos' house very stealthily, which was quite impressive because he was in a bit of a pickle. And he made his way to the asylum as well, and Irda shared the message that they had been given. He was faced with himself, literally. And there was a lot of discussion about like what does he really know, what he not know, and then like what to do about it, because we knew that the Misgivings was the Foxglove Manor.
Right.
And so there was a discussion about like who should go, who shouldn't go, and then we made a decision that we should probably scope it out first before we try to just go charging in to make sure it's not a bad situation. But we decided to head back and rest for the evening. We did stop at the to visit. I can't remember his name. I always forget his. Yeah, Bodard.
Rodert Queen.
To ask him a few questions.
He was quite friendly.
As friendly as he can be. But yeah, so we stopped by him, asked him about ghoul fever, and if he had knew anything about ghouls and anything about the Misgivings and all of that. And then we stopped by the Temple of Serenray, mainly to get Solomon healed up, but they also were very friendly and offered healing to all of us, which Irda made a donation to them in thanks for their kindness. And then we returned to the inn, where promptly a very dashing bearded man appeared looking for Cade.
It was Blackbeard, Captain Blackbeard.
Yes.
And he had a word to say with Captain Cade.
And they slipped out. Irda actually snuck out behind them and overheard a little bit. Ray definitely overheard a lot more. And then we were able to slip back into the inn. And they returned, and Blackbeard told a great tale about the Kraken and the ship going down. With the occasional interruption from people with very intense questions for Blackbeard.
Some skepticism.
Yes, and Irda offering him drinks. And so after he was done telling his tale,
Can we get to combat rolls?
let's see. We decided to rest. And then the next morning we had food, and then we were given some rations by the baker. And then went on our way toward the
Misgivings.
You traveled south toward the Misgivings, which tell me a couple of things that you had heard about the Misgivings. What was this place?
So this old manor, the very wealthy guy,
Aldern Foxglove.
his father or great grandfather owned it. There was a murder or something.
He killed his wife. Yep.
And then people were like, "Ooh, it's haunted." And now Aldern Foxglove is currently renovating it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. All right. So you traveled there, and on your way, you came across this sort of abandoned-looking house, farm house, with a barn behind it,
And a well beside it.
and a wall. And you saw outside the fence a
Dog that was severely mangled.
dead sort of entrail rent dog. You investigated the house while others investigated the well. Oh, hey, Lurkenstein! Glad you got the shirt this week. Congrats.
Yay.
And good to see you with us. And so as you were investigating the well, Ixon, he decided to go off a bit on his own. And he looked inside the house. And inside the house, he found some bodies. And in addition to the bodies, he found a living ghoul. In fact, a large one, a bit more aggressive than the others. And he was quickly engaged in combat, which was not going particularly well. There was then and this is no gender bias, it's the description that was given by many, a girl-like scream that emanated from Ixen's... shrill scream from Ixen, to which the party leapt in, responded. There was a combat that ensued.
Ixen did find a note, which Kata promptly had to come tell everybody about too, by the way.
Exactly.
With
The
some
note was
embellishing.
again addressed to Ixen.
Yes.
So he is clearly the subject of whatever creature continues to do this slaying. But he was able to be rescued, and in fact it was Ray that had the killing blow, tossing a tiny little alchemical potion down the creature's throat, blowing its brains all over the wall.
Yes.
There was then after that a key that was found, right? The key had the crest of what?
Aldern Foxglove.
Of the Foxglove
Manor.
family, right? The Foxglove family crest was on it. And then Ixen quickly went to the next room, looked around, found a floorboard, pried it open. There was some arguing that occurred.
Yes.
Some calm emotions.
And then us strong folks lifted the chest out of the floor.
Exactly. And the chest was lifted out of the floor, and there were bags and bags and bags of silver, which were then disproportionately distributed. Because there was a bit of calming, maybe over-calming effect that hit Solomon. And that turned into then the next sequence where you went to investigate this barn.
You got 400.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were about to leave, and I was like, hey, have we explored the barn yet? And you're like, no.
So here is yon barn
Yon barn.
that we're looking at. And as you entered the barn, you noted it was a bit dim in here. You smelled a stench of dead animals. You saw several corpses dangling from the walls, some attached to hooks, some laying on the floor. The bloated carcass of a horse to the side stinks and rots. You all stepped inside to have a look around. And as you did so, you heard ka-thunk, and the door slammed shut. You look around and you saw a ghoul slam the door shut. And then you saw coming up from each of these areas, there were not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, 6 ghouls appearing from behind bales of hay or behind steps. One's coming down from the loft. One stands in front of the door. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to get started today. I'm going to kill the ambient music. I'm going to fire off the ghoul attack music. Everything should be working well.
Probably.
Oh.
Somebody needs to light the plate on fire.
And.
We're in there.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Hold on.
I had the same
I have one other thing I want to mention today. So we're doing something different today. I should have given this shout out a bit earlier. Forgive me for combatus interruptus. But we had, this week we had a cool guy we made contact with. Some of you probably know him. Lord Gusumba, I think is his name pronounced. He has been running Greyhawk campaigns. Are you ready for this? The same contiguous campaign for over 40 years.
Holy cow.
Not the same PCs, same story arc, same campaign world, generational PCs. He has 4 players that have been playing with him that entire time. One started with him in 82, one started with him in 96. They're the newbies. The others have been with him since the late 70s. His stuff is awesome, and he was inspirational. Now, he runs old school... Yeah, I thought I was hardcore. Yeah, he made me feel pretty silly. But he's running original, like, 1E, 2E rules, which we use some here. I've got a lot of 2E style rules, 1E rules. 3.5 is not a big adaptation. 4, we've talked about that. Just throw it out. 5E's got cool stuff. We've adopted a couple of 5E things. There's some things I don't like about it. But one of the things I saw him doing is something that I used to do.
That I liked.
Which he has been an Ixen / Jordan has been an advocate of, even on this stream for some time, which was an initiative structure that was very different than what you see in either 3.5, 4, or 5E. In 3.5, 4, or 5E, you roll initiative individually with a d20, and you have an initiative modifier. In old school D&D,
To do that.
you had party initiative, so everybody was bound and would go sequentially. So if the party won initiative, all of the party would go first. If the enemies won initiative, all of the enemies went first. This made it a more significant, sort of dangerous moment. Because if you lost initiative, it meant all of the enemies attack first. If you won initiative, you all attack first. It's also a single D6, not a D20. And I will create some sort of modifier. I think what I like is the idea of whoever's the quickest in the party, or maybe has the biggest initiative modifier, I may give them a benefit. I still want some initiative modifier in this. But we're going to adopt this today, and we're going to try it for a session or two and see if we like it. So, as we begin this ghoul combat, you're going to select a member of the party who will be responsible for rolling initiative for the entire party on a simple D6. And with that, we begin.
I have +7.
Well, no, there's no bonus.
Yeah, we
there's
don't get any of
like,
those.
I'll give one later. Right now, it's a straight
okay.
D6. Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Roll initiative, and we'll roll it out here. 3.
I'm gonna roll it so they can see it.
Oh!
But it's every round. But it's every round.
Every round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
The ghouls have initiative.
So wait, how, like for us, how do we decide which one of us goes first, like when it's our turn?
Yeah, so that's a good. So that'll be based on your initiative bonus
Bonus?
score.
Okay.
So and that way it's consistent, so we don't have to remember each time. So let's go through that. What's your initiative bonus?
+5.
You're 7.
I'm +3.
3 and
5.
you're 5. All right, so you're
So
first.
we're
Then
same.
the two of you. Let's go you, and
Okay.
then you. All right. So the ghouls attack first. You see one of them. There's a slurping sort of sound as it actually emerges from the corpse of the horse where it had been feeding. It lunges straight at Solomon.
Oh.
This one closes on Ixen. This one closes on Cade. This one comes from around the bale of hay and closes on Irda. This one leaps down off the bale of hay toward Cade.
Oh!
This one is descending the steps and won't attack this round.
Oh, no.
They attack.
Oh gosh.
All right. Oh, wait. So yes, we've got to show our ghouls. They look like this. And we'll do the combination monitor and battle.
Hey, my armor class is a 15 now, so
No, it doesn't take effect till after this.
Yeah.
no.
Oh, that was that level based? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's after this combat. The level
Yeah.
ups
Well,
don't
it's
happen until
14.
after the combat. All right, 14. All right. So the first one lunges at Ixen. It's got these ragged-looking claws. There's flesh hanging off of them.
Jeez.
It lunges. Nat 20, first roll of the day. That is not a crit.
Wait a minute! You have a disadvantage that was given to you last
And
time.
you didn't use
Oh, you're right. Oh, you are correct. I had a disadvantage from last time that I didn't use, so I have to re-roll.
it. Yeah.
Thank you. That's a good catch. That's a good catch. DM
Thank
mistake
you.
there.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
And you duck out of the way as the claw swipes at you. It misses. Cade,
Remember where that came from.
there are 2 that attack you. Hey, while we're doing this, tell us if our volume's too loud. If anybody is the music too loud, the ambient music, let us know how the audio sounds, good, bad, or indifferent. All right, 2 attack you, Cade. The first one lunges at you, and it misses badly. It stumbles over a pile of hay. The other one scratches,
Do you want range?
claws down your chest.
Oh.
Oh no!
wouldn't get
Camelise,
it.
another disadvantage to the DM?
Yeah.
You are not
Huzzah!
right!
Cavalry!
All right, you take 9 points of damage.
Oh.
I'll take it.
Irda,
Yes.
you smell this fetid stench as this creature closes on you. Ragged chunks of flesh hang from its jaw. You can see one socket is empty, the other one, the eyeball, hangs out. It lunges at you. It also misses. It rakes against your armor. Solomon, one attacks you. Oh, no, so that would have been my disadvantage I missed anyway. That's a nat 20. You can take my excitement, followed by a
all
1,
against
so
you.
no crit. Nat 20, nat 1.
Solomon's fine.
You take 9 points of damage. You feel it claws you right beneath your helmet before the breastplate scratches your neck.
I'm gonna have to go to the
All right,
bathroom.
so we go to you.
I want some revenge on this disgusting creature, so I'm gonna take out my nice fancy sword and swing at it. Hopefully.
Checking again. Does the audio sound good to everybody? The volumes aren't too loud?
23.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
D10.
I don't have any. Oh yeah, sorry.
I want a flaming sword.
6.
Irda, do you have fire for my sword?
13.
No.
I'm not the fighter.
13?
Ow.
Yeah, no, 14.
I'm
14.
basically a bard.
Oh.
The choice is yours.
Do you
Ah.
have fire?
Ah.
That's a
I
light
step
sword.
towards it and then decapitate it.
You see a head go flying past you,
Huzzah!
Dixon, as the first of the creatures fall. Irda.
I'm going to actually start doing my raging song. So anybody who wants to take an inspired rage can take it. And that's a minus.
Hey, Natty TV, thanks for joining us.
That's a -1 to AC, but a +2 to Strength, Constitution, and to Will saving throws.
Okay.
To strength, constitution, and will saves.
And -1 to armor class. So that's if you want to take it. You don't have to take it.
Sounds good.
All right.
So, AC 18.
AC
And
is 18 now.
-23 while the rage is going.
All right. Outstanding. And is that a swift action or is that your full round action?
Let me see. I can't remember. Hold on, because it's one of my. It's like channel energy. It's that sort of style thing. Starting a raging song is a standard action. So yeah.
Okay, all right. So you hear Irda. She calls out. Would you care to give us a rendition?
Of my flute, I just
Yeah.
pull it out and I just kind of do a kind of sort of thing.
And you hear this sort of almost encouraging note that floats through the barn, and you feel a sense of bolstering that hits you. Cade.
Alright. I just go at him. Arr.
You have two
rage.
on you, Cade.
Arr,
There's
rage.
claws and
Oh.
teeth coming from all directions.
You're not a barbarian, so you don't have rage. Right?
Oh.
You can take my rage if you want to.
No, but don't I have?
You have panache points.
Which gives you a bunch of bonuses.
Yeah.
It just takes one from your AC, but 23 armor class isn't bad.
Precise strike.
All right, precise
With
strike.
one panache.
Using a panache point with
Whoa!
a 19. Do you have an expanded critical threat range?
No one's
Nope.
nobody.
No,
All right, that's a hit.
Alright.
Roll damage.
you can't use sleep until.
I think I'm missing it. Oh, here it is. Arr!
Okay, so
Oh.
total
Oops.
damage
Where'd it go?
bonus is.
Oh, there it is.
So
My dice actually.
eight.
no,
fall
that's
off
to
the
hit,
table.
right?
Oh.
No, what's your strength bonus? 3. Yeah, wait. Yeah, 1d8 plus 3. So it's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Ixen.
Throw a bomb at this one.
All right, roll.
14 plus 26.
That's a hit.
3d6. 20.
Hey.
All right. You throw your flask. What does this flask do?
It's filled with the goblin poop that I found.
Oh, this
a while
will
back,
smell lovely.
but it's mixed with fire, so it's like an explosive.
Burn them all.
Wait, which one did you throw at? This one?
Okay, so hang on here.
There's your fire.
You
Burn
throw.
them all.
You throw it. You guys see this flask hits. Boom! It explodes, and the noxious odor of an outhouse roils from the smoke. Dank smoke starts billowing throughout. Everyone make a
no.
save
Oh my
Fortitude
gosh.
DC 16 or be nauseated.
Oh, great.
DC what?
16 or
On
be nauseated.
fortitude?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he saves. Okay, I'm going.
Oh boy, I'm nauseated.
Dang it! Okay. Oh.
It smells like the
17.
burning of the latrines in the military.
Yeah, let's reroll
Exactly
that.
right. Look and see.
Natural 20.
All right, so
Oh, we need to save that for combat, folks.
all right, Cade, you double over, coughing and gagging. You start retching and vomiting. Meanwhile, the creature has been utterly incinerated. Not a scent of it remains. We go next round.
Gold.
Roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
You're doing it again?
I'll do it again. I'm gonna win this time.
4.
Oh, come on.
Come on!
Oh, okay. All right, so you're first, Solomon.
And you have all your bonuses.
You hear one lumbering down the steps behind you.
I turn around to face that one. How far away am I?
Oh,
Like
you're
5
right
feet.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go, man, Solomon!
I'm gonna take my. I'm gonna try and like stab
Okay.
through him.
You thrust your sword.
No!
Nat 20!
That
Okay.
die is amazing.
That die is that. I'm gonna have
And
to
it
check
only
that
in
die.
his hands though, because it does not
Oh,
roll that
okay.
well for me.
Oh, oops.
No, that
6
can still
plus-
be
Add everything together. What's the total?
19.
That's a
not
crit. Roll damage.
Hey, huzzah, 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 huzzah!
Yeah, these creatures are not armored.
2.
They're not,
You need
quick.
2 of these.
They're pretty easy
Or-
targets.
I'll tell you what works best.
Oh.
No.
I'll tell you what works best.
Roll your
These
Oh,
two
no.
work best
Okay.
together.
Don't listen
If you
to
do the
him.
brown one as the hundreds and the pink one as the 10.
That's how he killed
Superstitious
them.
nonsense.
No! No way! It only works for
Don't
me.
get this
17.
Yeah, 17.
All right, roll your damage.
It only works for him.
And to your damage,
81. It only works for me.
2 hit points to your damage.
See, some dice just only work for certain people.
12.
All right, you slash the creature. You lop off one of its arms, but it's still standing. It doesn't even seem to notice. The opposite arm comes at you. All right, Irda.
Okay, so I'm going to now take my battle axe and attack the guy that's straight in front of me. I'm gonna use this die. That's an 18.
That is a hit.
Okay. So this is my first attack. So should I roll both my attacks before damage or?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Second attack is a.
That's a hit as well.
Okay, cool.
Okay, roll damage on both.
That's 2d8. Okay, so 5 and a 7.
So 12
12.
total.
12 total, yeah.
All right, you slash the creature. You take a big chunk out of its chest, but it still stands. Okay.
Arr, die, you goblin mess.
A
Goblin.
1.
Oh my gosh!
That's because you called it a goblin. All right, roll again.
Oh, it's a gold. Whoops.
Hitting the table.
Dang it.
Okay, roll again.
Come on. Oh no.
Wait, shouldn't
Dang
we have
it.
one attack?
That's
What's
a
the total on
crit.
that? No, what's the
Did you
total?
already
Oh.
have the 2 attacks?
I did. I already have my 2 attacks.
I'm
Because
struggling.
I'm level 7 now. You're just
Where do
level
I
six.
look?
I got it at level 6.
Okay. I just don't think I
Plus
noticed
11.
you use it yet.
That's a fumble.
Pooping
I have,
style.
yeah.
Roll
Well, 'cause I have-
percentile dice, please.
I've been healing.
As we pull out the handy dandy Middle Earth
Oh.
role-playing fumble tables.
And I did go back to playing my rating song, by the way. 'Cause
Okay.
that's my quick action at the end of it.
Okay.
Oh
you
no! A 99.
Oh.
A 99?
Oh no!
Or you stumble over, and I'm going to read what the tables say here, but then I'll give, they can be a little bit silly, which I actually like, but
Oh, well,
I'm
I
going to
like
change it.
silly. Alright, let's just be silly.
You stumble over an unseen imaginary deceased turtle. You are confused and stunned for 3 rounds.
Thank goodness.
So no,
You're just
you
stunned.
like the last minute as you're swinging, something catches your
Because
eye.
of nauseation.
You
Oh,
look down.
Look what you did to
I
me,
make
boy.
your
coughing. You fall over your heel. You're stunned for 3 rounds.
Thank goodness that's all it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Could have lost an
they
arm
attack.
or worse.
All your life.
or my life.
I didn't
Or
go.
man.
I didn't go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go
Dixon
ahead.
goes.
Kill him!
I throw. Actually, no. I do fire breath.
Hey, real quick again. So, Lurkenstein, how does the sound? Are we too loud? Any of us? Is the music too loud? Let us know how the audio
All right.
sounds.
I see she falls over,
Stun?
so
Yeah.
stunned. So I'm gonna just fire breath these two
All right.
in a cone.
Is that our DC?
Is well, yeah. So they can have it if they get a DC 17 reflex.
All right,
Reflex
good,
has
good.
it.
17 reflex halves
Hopefully
it.
they're not very dexterous.
Dude, I mean,
All right, roll your damage.
ghouls, so probably not the fastest
Okay,
of
4.
undead.
Ooh, not bad.
5, 8, 9.
9 points of damage. That's not good at all.
All right, so you throw your fire.
No, I breathe it. It's just
You
breath.
breathe it out. As the fire breathes out of your mouth, it catches this one full on. This one had stepped to the side a bit. They both smolder. The scent of zombie flesh burning mixes with this putrid odor from the bomb that you threw earlier. Oh, it's wretched in here. They attack.
Wait, didn't she hit one last round? Or he hit one last round, so it would have.
Yeah, no, but the damage that he had done was not sufficient based on the halving of the damage that this one had, because this one made a save.
Okay.
This one didn't. This is the one she had hit. He had hit. So it's still standing. You see, it looks pretty bad. As they attack Cade or Ixen, both of them lunge forward. This one rakes you, it claws. You take 11 points of damage. Make a DC 13 Fortitude save against disease. The other one, yeah, ouch is right, Lurkenstein. All right, the other one attacks. You see it lunges out. It snatches Ray off your shoulder. All right,
Ray hasn't been attacking either, so can he go this round too?
Well, yeah, I mean,
we
but he'll
did
be
one.
in this creature's hand, so
Okay.
we'll roll initiative for him. Well, no, he's part of the party, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so you got to remember him, because that's not for me to remember, that's for you to remember.
Okay.
All right, so then we go to
Reroll?
no, I'm attacking. So Yurda.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, another D20. My dice are hot today.
Don't you have a disadvantage?
I think
No,
we might have to
why is
check
it-
those dice.
That is a critical hit. As the creature lunges forward.
Good night.
Unbelievable. Somebody like charmed my dice before we started today.
Come on, Carson.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. I'm concerned.
I'm also a little bit concerned for you.
This is not good. I'm lying.
All right, so describe your armor to me.
It's it's Nualia's
It's the
breastplate.
best.
What'd you say? It's
the best.
It's Nualia's breastplate.
All right, it's a breastplate, right?
Yeah, it's but it counted as like medium armor rather than
Right.
heavy.
Is there anything on your arms, or you're just wearing the breastplate?
I have my it's the what you call it?
The leather?
The leathers that were on my
Okay,
that
all right.
I was wearing under my chainmail.
You feel wham! This thing slams into you with incredible force, hits you right here on the arm. You take 18 points of damage and feel your arm snap. You are
Oh,
stunned
what?
for 3 rounds.
3 rounds. Oh my gosh.
Well, it looks like it's just
Wow,
me and you, bud.
nice one.
So that means my inspiring rage automatically drops.
Oh, Lurkenstein's cooling off the
'Cause I
DM
can't play.
dice. He hits us with a DM, and
everything's
actually you
back
get.
to normal?
So
Yeah.
this isn't updated yet, Lurkenstein. 200 gets you 2, not just 1. So you want to give the DM 2 disadvantages, or maybe give him a disadvantage and give a player an advantage, or whatever you want to do. But you get 2 of those with the 200.
My
So-
AC's back to
Yeah, and mine's 24 now because my inspiring rage just
All right,
dropped.
fella. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. And golly, all right. So that's done. That's done. That's done. Oh, there's one in front of you, Solomon. It lunges forward with its one remaining arm and attacks. Oh, I'm at disadvantage. Well, it wouldn't matter. I missed anyway. So I'll save. Yeah, DM disadvantage. All right, and you get 1 player advantage. Pick a player to give it to. Any one of these PCs can get advantage from you. All right, next round, initiative. I have a 4.
Would an advantage help us get
No!
out of our...
I thought about using that for initiative rolls as well.
Oh, can I use advantage on the initiative
No.
roll? He said to players.
Ixen.
He did say the players.
Ixen needs
Yeah, so he
advantage
gave
is what
it
he
to, if
said.
you want to use it on initiative, you can.
Well, he has Ray, so I'm using it on this.
All right, so no, just roll 1 more. The 3 and then the other one. So now roll your second die.
Yeah.
This is your
Come on.
advantage. Yeah! with a 6. Lurkenstein's advantage makes a huge difference for the party. All right, Solomon.
I've got to say, I do not like the audacity of this guy to attack me. So
Blast his audacity.
I'm coming back.
I'm
Actually-
stunned.
Oh, that's right. You're stunned. I need to get markers for those things.
Yeah.
Make it easier.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Oh,
ahead
you know
and
what? I can
hopefully.
just temporarily do this.
Yeah, that works.
I'm stunned and
Yeah, one for him too.
Hit
All
it.
right, good.
17.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Yes. Which one do I want? So many colorful options.
I like my colorful dice.
So for our viewers, the PCs that are on top of the dice are
nice.
stunned. What'd you roll?
9.
So that is plus 8, 17.
All right, you lunge forward. You thrust your sword in and you rip it up. You feel his rib cage open up. You splay him in two, split him up through the neck. He splits in 2 halves and falls to the ground.
Disgusting.
Absolute.
Do you want to move anywhere?
Irda.
No, they're stunned.
Oh, yes, right.
Can I?
Yeah, you can move.
Can I also move?
Irda, you got a bonus from Camille.
There you go.
Wait.
Advantage to
So,
Irda.
can I also move like closer to these other people?
Yes. uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. You can have an attack and
I'm
you still move
going-
30 feet.
How?
Each square is 5
I wanna,
feet.
let's see. I want to get as close to him.
Okay.
When,
5, 10, 15, 20. No, well, you can't move through the bale. You got to
You
go
can
around
go around
He
it.
can jump over it.
Yeah, but that'd be like an extra square, so it's the same.
so 1, 2.
15, 20,
20,
25, 30.
30.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to be right there for next round.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right. Ixen.
Ixen looks very enraged at the fact that they decided to snatch Ray, so he throws his best flask in between both of them.
Oh, his best flask.
This will be an electricity flask. 15.
Plus.
So
That hits.
Yeah.
And then
You see this flask explodes.
Big numbers.
Bolts of lightning go up the creatures. Do they make a fortitude, or I mean a DC reflex
no,
save?
No, 'cause you
it's
roll
just
to attack.
18 divided by 2 is 9 to each, so 9 points of damage to each of them.
All right.
And
How many-
wait, no, they do have to make a save. They have to make a DC 16 save or be staggered.
All right, and make that same save for Ray.
Ooh.
He's in his hand.
Right.
What is it?
Save, Ray,
Yeah, Ray. So
save,
like it's
Ray.
electricity, right? So
But
if
I
it's going-
threw it at the ground, so.
But did it hit? It hit
It
them.
travels.
So electricity conducts and travels. Anything that's touching those creatures will be subject to the. Now look, I'll let you back up if you want to. You would know that. You're an alchemist. If you hit something with fire, with electricity, anything that it's holding will be part of that effect as well. So
Well,
I'll
you
let you
can't touch
back up
something
because
who's
you would know
getting
that if you don't want to use
electrocuted.
that.
You have to use things that are non-conductive.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But
Okay, so rewind.
ghouls conduct electricity.
What's that?
Ghouls conduct electricity.
Yeah. Flesh conducts electricity.
Well,
Bodies
not,
conduct electricity.
but they have charges in their flesh.
No,
that conducts the charge.
Like
Okay.
dead flesh conducts electricity. Anything like it's not an insulator.
Okay. Well, I will do an acid bomb in between both of them.
Okay.
Do I have to re-roll the to hit?
No.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Okay. 9 plus 5 is 14. So 7 points of damage to
They have a
each.
DC, right? A
No.
save?
No, that one's on.
Okay, all right. The acid explodes. This one falls over and dies. This is the one that had Ray in his hand. Some of the acid splashes on Ray. He takes 1 point of damage. You hear, ah, but then he squirts out.
Squirts out.
He squirts out of the hand and runs behind the bale of hay. The other one is still alive, and we are initiative the next round.
Okay.
No, their attack because they lost.
Oh, right, yes.
That's right. So the one remaining, it is still falling on
There's also
Irda.
this one.
Or
and
yeah,
this
I'm
one.
sorry, the one remaining over there still falls on Irda.
Dang it. I tried.
As it claws down, Solomon, you're able to, you kind of interpose your sword. It hits your blade, scratches against it and misses her.
Wait, so 16 points of damage didn't kill this one?
I thought you said it was 9.
What?
7.
No, but I
Seven,
did I did
seven.
9 the previous round to him because he didn't make his save. This one made it save. Because you said
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, actually you're right. You're
Yeah.
correct. So this one
Yeah.
is also dead.
Okay.
Yes. So this one dies. You interrupt that one, and now it is initiative. Final round of
What can I
initiative.
say?
oh here.
And I have a 2.
Yes, come on.
A 2.
Oh.
Roll again. I have a 5.
Oh, come on, you can do it.
Hey! All right. You have initiative, Solomon. You stand. You see this ghoul. You've just like interposed your sword. It slaps your blade. You pull it back.
Yeah, I didn't really like him going after my downed comrade, so I'm gonna have to put an end to that. Hopefully.
Bring it, Solomon.
16.
As you swing down, it just pulls
Oh.
away. Your blade swipes through the air and misses.
Well.
Nixon.
Well, you see him and Ray look at each other and nod, and they throw a bomb in unison as the bomb strikes.
What's the radius of that explosion, though, whatever that bomb is? Like you want to be thinking about those things, right?
No,
So
you can throw it as a direct hit.
what is it like? It depends on what it is. Is it like acid or
No, I'm gonna do the shock bomb on this
the
one.
shock? Okay, yeah, that works.
Okay. And his is just like a regular like explosion flash that does
Okay.
like searing damage. All right. So mine
you
mine
see-
is the brown, his is the blue. Oh, 11. All right. So mine is a 22,
That's a hit.
and his is a 17.
That's a hit.
Okay. All right.
Huzzah.
Please.
You see, Ixon and Ray
my
both
glory.
throw identical but
Oh.
small flat when Ray's much smaller.
17 points from me
What's
and
that?
7.
Electricity,
Yeah.
the
I did
smoldering
5 points from Ray.
stench. What's the total?
22.
19. Because I had done 12.
And it
Yeah.
falls over
I
a
was like,
smoking,
that's still alive.
smoldering husk. And all of the zombies are now silent. There is just a kind of awkward quietness in the barn.
I walk over.
You hear Irda. She's moaning in pain.
Nixon, smells wonderful. Then he looks at Cade and says, "Too much rum, buddy?" Pats him on the back.
Oh, no, I need some.
I walk over to Irda to see if there's anything I can do to help, which I don't think there is.
I'm
but-
going to cast a heal on myself. I'm going to do a cure light. No, cure moderate wounds. It's 2d8 plus 6. So.
6.
So 12 points of healing to myself. Does that help with my broken arm? at
Yeah.
all?
So the healing, you feel the arm sort of knits, but there is a tenderness and a fragility still there.
What I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna take out my healer's kit and actually make like a sling and put my shield on my back for now because I can't use it.
So you see Irda put her shield on her back. She binds her arm like a sling. Cade, you stand up. Ugh, you're still retching.
I drink a swig of rum to get the foul taste out of my mouth.
And Cade's panacea cure-all. He has a bit of rum. You feel the warmth
Just take my
suffuse
shield off
you,
right now.
and now you're just alone in this barn.
I searched the barn.
I go up the loft stairs.
I open the doors.
That's smart.
All right. Cade walks over. Cade, you open the doors up. You're searching the barn, and who went up to the loft? All right, and Solomon, you're going up to the loft.
Very cautiously exploring the loft.
Okay.
Let me preface that.
As you hear the
Light.
barn doors open, Cade kind of pulls them open. Some fresh air comes in the room. It's quite welcome.
I'm going to cast the dancing lights just up so that we have a little more light in.
All right, kind of increases the illumination, but it's casting these macabre shadows. There's still the stench in the room. You smell rotting flesh, both of the ghouls themselves and of the creatures that they had killed. Solomon, as you head upstairs, you go up the creaking steps, and you see something that makes your spine shiver. At the top of the steps, there's a little mound under the hay. You push the hay away, and you see the body of what looks like maybe a 6 or 7-year-old girl, her face half eaten off, her arm gnawed, her entrails spread all over the barn. You do notice her hand is clutching something.
Another note to examine.
I very slowly walk towards her and
See what she's holding.
You gently pry open her tiny little fingers, and you see she's holding an open locket that has a picture of her mother and her father on a chain.
Well, that's very somber and sad.
Very somber. I close her hand around it and continue
Okay.
slowly
You
exploring.
keep searching. All right, so
Is it you said her face was like half eaten off, but is there anything that like ties into like the type of murders that we've seen previously?
there's nothing ritualistic about
Okay.
it. No carved star, just simply
Just dead girl?
devoured. Half devoured. Ixon, as you're searching, you notice that there is some sort of a pouch that's attached to the saddle of this horse. It's dead. It's the one that the ghoul had come out of, devouring the
I
insides of
take
the horse.
the pouch and I look inside of it.
Okay. You pull the pouch off, and you see it has 12 pieces of gold tucked in the pouch.
I will take it.
Nothing
Do
else.
I see any pouches?
No, you don't find anything else in the barn. These bales of hay, the bodies everywhere. These ghouls have been using this as a nest for several days, it looks like. The half-eaten bodies and corpses, men, women, children, animals. The whole thing just reeks.
Should we burn the barn?
We probably should.
No.
Nope.
The sheriff will need to know about this.
It's
We
true.
need to not get rid of what has been seen here. They need to know.
We found the bodies of the mother and father in the house, right?
And one of them had the
Yes.
star, the
You did.
symbol on
The
it.
father, who also had the 3,400 pieces of silver stashed in the floorboards, the rune was carved into his chest.
Before we like completely leave the area, I'm gonna take the body of the girl and go put it in the house with her family.
After a few minutes, you see
Should we
Solomon
leave him
comes
in
back
the
down from stairs,
Should we leave him in the house?
and he has the most macabre-looking scene. This tiny little girl, half-eaten, gently over his shoulder as he comes somberly down the steps.
I think we need to find out what is going on. Like now.
Well,
This is
of course we do. Wait.
I think we need to keep going.
I'm not so sure how well I will do with this arm, but
That's
I can
a
try.
that's a good point. What time of day is it? Like noonish?
It's afternoon. Yeah, a little afternoon.
Forward?
Yes, we must keep going.
All right.
All right, so you step out of the barn, grateful to have fresh air. You see Solomon goes and he gently lays the body of the little girl next to the parents that are lying on the floor of the house. Do you do anything else before you set out further south?
I feel like we
Did
should.
we get the thing down in the well?
It's just
We.
stuck
I
in the
mean,
well.
there's nothing that. Yeah. I think we need to get a big old "Do Not Enter" sign to put on the fence.
Quarantine of some kind?
Yeah.
Do not open that inside.
All right. I guess we just keep walking towards Foxglove Manor then.
All right, you set off on the road, and as you walk on the road, you get just a few hundred yards away from the house, and the sense of oppression and stench sort of leaves. There's still a nice sort of ambient orange sun that's starting to hang low on the horizon. There are still birds chirping. Gentle wind wafts through the grass and the corn, which has now been harvested, but you see the husks that still sit there. As you move further south on the road, everyone roll d20 for me.
10.
12.
7.
10.
Okay. All right. You continue further south on the road, and you're kind of hugging close to the Varisian Gulf coast. You can hear the sound of waves off in the distance. As you travel further, the road gets a bit narrower, and it starts to follow directly along sort of the cliffside of the coast. You sense the sun as it slowly begins to fall. It gets closer to dusk, and as the sun falls low in the sky toward dusk, you can see there's a river up ahead with a covered bridge. You walk over across the bridge, and you see there are dark cliffs here that overlook the Varisian Gulf. It seems like hundreds of feet below where these cliffs are, and as you get closer, you can see this ominous-looking mansion atop a hill at the surface of the hill. And so, let me pull up here, and it's getting to be about dusk, and you see this up at the top of the hill.
What was that
And
movie you watched? The
Haunting of Hill House.
The Haunting of Hill House.
You know, it's so funny you say that. I am convinced that they had read this module.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is old. This thing is old. It's crazy. All right, so
Oh, they probably did.
Oh, there's a hint.
you,
I'll keep that in the back of my mind.
as you approach, there's sort of an ominous and eerie feeling in the air. You can see the strangely cold sea wind blows. And hold on, why is this not cooperating with me? 1 second, please. That should be playing. Let's try this one and make sure it's working at all. Okay, there must be something with this then. Hang on. Well, that's the first time that has happened.
What is it?
I'm assuming you're not hearing any music in the background online. All right, let me stop everything. And let me start again. I'm sorry. First time I've had a glitch with this. All right, then we're going to do this old school way. Hang on. Oh, there it was. Okay. It's just really slow, really low, and really quiet. Okay. All right. So as you approach, you can hear the sound of the waves in the distance. The strangely cold sea wind shrieks as Foxglove Manor comes into view. Its jagged peaks of its roof and its leaning chimneys that look like old men struggling against the wind can be seen up above. There is a strange sort of ambient glow to the place that tells you how it's earned its name of Misgivings. It almost appears as though this house itself loathes the perch that it sits upon. The way the house leans its far edge right up against the side of the cliff, it looks like the house itself is prepared for a suicide leap off the cliff. Many places the roof sags and there's mold and mildew caking the crumbling walls. Vines of diseased-looking gray foliage crawl over the surface of the structure, and the house itself has crooked gables that angle sharply and in several places have been breached and cracked through. You see hastily repaired planks along the rooftop. And the manor itself just again looks like it's barely teetering on the edge. Out front, a stone foundation sits of a burnt out building off to the side. So you can see there's the main manor, and then there is a set of burned stone ruins off to the side. And the entrance is choked with weeds, and a low stone wall sits morosely squatting amidst the ruins.
Can we go ahead and roll hit die real quick?
Oh, yes, absolutely we can. Thank you so much. So we'll do a quick stop here. And this is a good place for us to do, we'll have our interlude in just a moment. We're going to have our giveaway after the break. Man, it is hard to believe how quick this is moving.
We're going to D10.
Yes, we're going to have our giveaway after the break. But let's go ahead and do XP because I think all of our PCs leveled up. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go, we'll start over here with you first, Irda. And you're going to go ahead and level up. Roll those hit die.
Big number, please. Terrible.
Hey, G-Dubs! Thanks so much for joining
What's your
us.
constitution
hey,
bonus?
Solomon, haven't seen him since he did the first
+2.
game.
So you
Best of
can't
luck,
roll.
friend.
You can't roll
Oh,
one.
that's right.
Yeah, 1s and 2s get rolled over again.
Oh,
You roll D10.
5.
5 hit points plus your con bonus. All right,
Okay.
go ahead, Solomon. 8. Very nice. Plus your
nice.
con bonus. Ixon.
8.
8. Very nice. Plus your con bonus. And last but not least, Cade. Captain
Yes,
Cade.
sir.
There it is.
4 plus your con bonus of 3. Is that right? 2. All right, so you get 6 hit points. Do not begrudge. Those are helpful 6 hit points. All right, and so now all of the spell effects, all of the new skills that you have will all take effect.
So you had 51 plus, yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a break here in just a moment. When we come back from our break, we're going to have a giveaway. We have this guy right here, this Blue Box RPG t-shirt, the blue variety with the cool logo. That's going to be our giveaway after the break. And I'm going to get the battle board set back up, and we will have our giveaway in just a moment. So thanks for watching today. Hey, if you're watching and you haven't followed us yet, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Thank you very much. We will be right back. You need it, G-Dubs? Be right back.
Where do I add my hit points?
wizards have a
All
certain amount
right,
that you
we
need.
are back, and thanks so much for waiting with us through the break. And we're going to get started in just a moment while I'm finishing the setup. We're going to do the giveaway here in a second, and we're in a players-only view chat. So everyone except Cade's mic is on. Cade, your mic is not on.
Hello, Cade.
Okay, you turn that on all the way. And, oh, sorry. And Cade is live. All right. So we can do some player Q&A chat. If you have any questions for the players
Let me
while I'm
bring up
finishing
the
the
chat.
setup, please feel free to ask them. And we will be back with the live in just a second.
Yay.
Arr, tell your friends to follow us.
Yes. You ready for this stealth mission?
Share the Twitch stream, ya landlubbers.
I'm hosting it.
So we got this big old spooky manor.
Yeah, it's cool.
It looks like
Oh, that's the thing.
No, in the
Shining.
The Witcher,
Oh.
like
Mhm.
the third episode, I think, with the street guy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's
was
kinda-
creepy.
That's kind of what.
Like
Wow.
the vibes that gives off for me.
Yeah.
That was the last episode I watched, was episode 3.
Oh really?
The Haunting of Hill House, the
But I
actual
didn't
book that the
spoil it.
show is based on, is older than.
It's old. Is it?
Yeah,
So then it's the
19
opposite then.
1959 was
Oh.
the original book.
I didn't know that.
The
So
Haunting of Hill House was
the
1950
book.
The
The
book?
Yeah.
book, yeah. So
Written
that
by
must
Shirley
be.
Jackson.
Really?
So the inspiration came the opposite direction.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
I'll answer that question for her, G-Dubs. It's because
Oh.
she would often go around the house using a pirate voice, telling me to do chores in such a voice. And then I said, hey,
Honestly, I
you
hope to
struggle
be that much
using
of a
voices
parent.
in D&D, so why don't you just be a pirate and then you'll be able to do it? And she said, oh, that's a good idea. So then she was a pirate.
And lo and behold, it was the best idea
And
ever.
it works.
Arr! And here is Captain Cade Cardinal.
It turned into her best PC ever.
Parent
Talk
goals.
Like a Pirate Day is my annual.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day is talk like a pirate day.
All right, so.
Oh.
And can you close that back again, please? All right. We are back full live now, and we're going to do our giveaway. Thank you so much for watching us today. Again, we're giving away this awesome T-shirt. And so in just a second, when I start it, you'll get the instructions. And if you already have this shirt, like I think Lurkenstein, you got a shirt already, right? If you already have a shirt, we'll get you something else. So I don't want anyone to be afraid to join because you got one already. And we will not just do duplicates.
Or you can get one for your little lady.
And yeah, or get one for y'all. Yeah, okay.
Late Valentine's Day gift.
And
Nothing
the
more
giveaway
romantic.
has started. So
And a
all they
blue
have
box.
to do is type
Oh no, mouse.
exclamation point shirt.
I'll get it.
We have a mouse
Exclamation
loose in the house.
Exclamation shirt. Get you in the raffle. And again, like I said, Lurkenstein, go ahead and join because you can get something else if you win.
Oh, we still have to give away a... How about if Lurkenstein wins, he gets the purple set of dice. The metal purple set of dice.
What,
that
these?
I have disowned.
Oh, okay. All right. So Lurkenstein, if you win, we're going to give you a full set of these super cool dice. They are purple and gold metal. These suckers are heavy, weighty dice. And we've got several people that have joined already. And let's see here.
Tell your friends to join, you landlubbers.
All right. And we're going to give it just another minute.
Get that out.
There we
And
go.
we got some
Yeah.
new viewers that have joined. So new viewers, if you type exclamation point shirt, you will be in the raffle for one of these super cool blue box shirts with the slick dragon logo. It's the same guy you see in the upper right hand corner of our
Made
screen.
by your very own Captain Cade Cardinal.
It is made by your Captain Cade Cardinal.
And we're going to be
I'm
starting with
crafty
our
like
stream
that.
Oh no.
in just a second. We'll give it a while we're waiting. Anybody have questions on anything that's happened so far, either last week or even today? Can we do a quick behind the scenes where we're letting other folks join the giveaway?
I think we need to find more gold.
Exclamation
Always.
shirts. Gold is the answer to everything, right?
Um,
Rum
Gold
or
and
gold.
rum.
I
women.
am
Gold,
still
rum, and women.
Rum.
I'm still confused about this feat. The one that I started to show you earlier.
Oh, tactician.
Yeah,
so
I don't really like.
At first level, a cavalier receives a teamwork feat as a bonus feat. He must meet the prerequisite for the feat, which you do. A standard action, the cavalier can grant this feat to all allies within 30 feet who can see and hear him, so as long as they're in your range. Allies get this feat for 3 rounds plus 1 round for every 2 levels you possess. So you're 6 now,
Yeah.
so it'd be like 6 rounds.
But like, what is it?
Allies do not need to meet the prerequisites of these bonus feats. The cavalier can use the ability once per day at first level plus 1.
So do I just like choose a random feat that I get to use once a day?
Receives a teamwork feat as a bonus feat.
It's very confusingly worded.
All right.
So what
Screenshot and text that to me so I can
Okay.
look at it after this because I have no idea.
So what I
Like, I haven't used it for the past few sessions because A, I'm like I don't know what this does, and B, we haven't really had a need for it.
I'm gonna go
But
to the
what
Googles.
what I was using it as, I think it was like a +1 to either damage or attack rolls for every round.
Okay.
But yeah,
I don't know. I mean, that's maybe, but it wasn't clear. What I
Oh,
saw.
here. There's
All right.
a...
Other questions or
I
thoughts?
have a question.
Yes.
Oh no, it slipping my mind. It is slipping my mind. It was an important question too that I've been meaning to ask. Oh, this is a hair ripper.
Not a hair ripper.
Okay, so teamwork feats. That's what you need.
Well, when it comes back to me, I'm just gonna ask you. Oh, sorry. When it comes back to me, I'm just gonna ask you. So.
Okay. All right. Then let's go ahead and do our giveaway.
is.
Hey, you picked a feat you didn't
So
understand.
these are the
Yeah, you
feats.
kind of did, I think. All right. So here we go. We're going to pick the winner today, and the winner is...
So these are the teamwork feats that you can pick from.
G-Dubs! G-Dubs, you have won, sir! Congratulations!
I'll take all of them.
I feel like our lag is lower
Okay,
today, too.
so-
We're getting
I
quicker
found it.
responses.
I
Oh, yeah,
found
we
the
are.
answer.
Yeah, it's definitely a better
Okay.
lag. All right, so G-Dubs, if I don't have it already, which I don't think I do, go ahead and
Do you want me to just
contact
send you this
us
link?
at BlueBoxRPG on
Oh, jump to
Instagram
teamwork.
and get me your name
Yeah,
and
so-
address and size.
So I just choose
yes,
any
I
of
know you're
these?
already a follower.
Yeah.
Name, address, and size, and we'll get this shirt out to you
Oh my
this
gosh,
week.
there's so many.
And thanks so much,
It might be
and
easier
congratulations.
to have
All
this
right,
table,
we are ready.
'cause
Probably.
it tells you everything. Okay, I found it. I found the answer to the
All right,
tactician
what's
question.
the answer?
So he gets to pick a teamwork feat that lasts a number of rounds, and I found the whole table of teamwork feats that he can pick from.
Oh, okay. Very
So-
nice.
I'm going to send him this link so that he has this.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, I can use
Remember.
precise strike as a
Yes, I
teamwork
agree.
feat.
Like, I'm planning on doing that this week already. I told
Can't remember.
DCG that we're going to do that. So I like
What?
it. I told DCG we're going to do that this week. I agree. We're going to do that this next week.
What?
What you
No,
just
even
sent me.
for that.
There you go.
Oh, well, I know,
There's
but
your
that's
link.
done.
And
So
I'll
now
send you the
next
whole
week
table.
we're going to do one.
Oh.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, here we go. And back to the ambient.
Why can't I
Light?
remember my
Oh, wrong one.
question? It's gonna come up in the middle of
This
combat.
one.
And it's gonna be like,
It
it's
is.
too late to ask.
It will be too late to ask.
Before we
None
proceed,
of the ones I have available are that good. I won't lie.
well, just go to that table because it might make things clearer. Before we start anything else, I'm gonna actually do another cure moderate wounds on myself to try to heal my arm a little more because I would really like to get my shield bonus back.
Oh, here's your metal D6. I don't know why I had it.
All right. So go ahead.
7 plus 6, that's 13 more, so I'm completely healed.
All right. As you do your additional healing, you feel the bone knits
Look at that one.
Oh,
and
it kind of hurts as it happens.
glow surrounds you. Fully healed.
Thank you.
The
Yay.
broken arm is
So,
gone.
I'll undo my sling, put it back in my healer's kit, and put my shield back.
All right. So this is not the house, which you're viewing here on the battle map. This is not, so the actual Foxfield Manor is here. This is that burned down building. Looked like some sort of servants' quarters or something. So you can investigate this, or you can move up the path and go into the
It's
Fox
not
Club
even a
Manor.
question.
Well, yeah, it is. Like you don't
But
have
with
to do either one.
players, we
Well,
would like-
that's
the
your
curiosity
choice. Yeah.
kills.
Yeah, I want to inspect.
Yeah.
Fair. You do notice there are a handful of what look like ravens perched. As you kind of walk past it, some of them fly away awkwardly.
It's a tad bit ominous.
Yes, just a bit.
I mean, this whole place is very ominous, so I think it's only fitting that the birds are too.
Yeah.
I walk in and I just begin looking under things and
Into
trying
the
to-
ruins or into the house?
What do you mean into
I'm
the
going to
ruins?
search the
Yeah.
ruins, yes.
All right, so go ahead and move your.
As do I.
All right.
Ixie moves quicker than the rest into the ruins.
All right. Everyone roll
Alright,
d20
then.
for me, please.
Oh no.
Add perceptions.
13.
12.
I want to take a better look at this statue.
Add your perception to the roll, please.
24.
It's new. That's different.
17.
All right.
9 plus 4.
Oh, 7.
Skills, perception.
As you
20. Unnatural.
22.
No, my perception is plus 11, but I added 13.
okay,
Oh.
as you
Been
step
looking at
in,
his eyesight.
several of the birds fly away. The wind is getting cooler. It's very chill, and
No, that was a 24, sorry.
the three of you, Cade, you're feeling the rum sort of swirling through your blood.
I haven't done that much. No.
It was enough to make you feel good. And Cade's kind of looking around, but the three of you see the same thing.
Arr.
It looks like this apparition walks through the courtyard. I need you to make a... Just give me a straight d20 roll and add your intelligence bonus, please.
Which die? Which die to use?
17?
22.
You recognize this tall man as he's walking. He looks like the living form of the creature that attacked you in the farmhouse that had the chain of the key around his neck. He stops for a moment. His head slowly swivels towards you. It seems like for a moment he recognizes you.
I say, I fear you. I hate you, and you must hate me as well. You would unmask me, so I must unmask you as well.
The head turns like it's hearing something on the wind.
Doesn't hear me.
Takes 2 more steps and vanishes.
Can I try to, like, identify if that was a spell?
Yeah, so roll d20 and add your knowledge arcana.
20. Natural. Of course. That's all I roll.
Arr, save those.
Not a
for
spell.
Combat.
You saw a spirit.
A spirit. Okay. Did I get the feeling that it was watching us, or that it was just...
As I said, like for a moment, like just with you, it felt like it looked like it saw you, but then it didn't, and kept walking.
All this is making me concerned that I am not actually alive.
And you're just kind of reaches us out and pokes him.
Kind of a sick.
Yeah, you feel
thing.
flesh.
Huh?
You might have a flavor for the dead, but I'm pretty
You-
sure you're still alive,
You
Ixen.
feel pretty
I start
alive.
like touching my cheeks. And I look at Ray and I'm like, I poke him too.
He kind of bites at your finger. Stop poking me.
I touch the spot where he got a little acid on him. Oh no, he's gonna bite my finger.
He tries to pivot away. You still hit it. He starts. You catch a couple goblin curse words in that.
I'm gonna take actually a tiny amount of poultice and stuff out of my healer's kit and like put it on Ray to bandage his little acid acid wounded spots.
Oh no, he's gonna go to her now.
As you do that, you kind of bind his little arm. He looks up at you almost like doe eyes. You blink. He looks at you, and then he crawls back on your shoulder. You see nothing else in these ruins. There's a statue of what looks like a contemplative man.
I
off
go.
to one side
I walk
here.
up to the statue and I mimic its pose.
I go over and push it over.
Show us.
It's like cooking for you.
Arcade, dude. I just turned into a pirate. Hold on.
William Wallace.
Bring it back. I completely lost it. No, I'm just giving
Dixon,
it
is
like
this
30
how you
seconds.
feel all day? Just
I go over and I
Thinking-
push the
That would be
statue
Broderick's
over.
Queen.
Okay, roll d20. I do.
Oh, strength bonus. How come I never can find that? Okay.
Oh, I got it back. There seems to be another statue for you to chop down.
I know! Arr! Crap!
No.
Did you say illicit corrupt? Is that like 2 syllables?
Yes.
Okay, you lean it. You see Cade
Arr,
stretching.
help me!
I was talking about this one.
Oh, him. Oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah, so you can't budget. This thing is it's well attached and
Okay.
Can I look for any like levers or buttons or something on it?
sure you can. Roll d20.
Go at it, Solomon.
He just wants a button.
13.
You find no levers or buttons.
That's unfortunate.
I continue checking the ruins, like
Yeah.
around under
That's-
things and bushes, under the rocks.
I'm
on
just
the
kind
I
of-
wanted
walls.
to do that as well.
Keeping out and keeping watch.
As you're looking around, you do find something. You see one of these ravens is lying on the ground, and it has worms that are crawling through its flesh, but it's starting to twitch.
Cool bear.
You see its head's
Wait.
moving.
We're
I
not
pick it
there.
up.
We don't see this.
You pick it up. You feel a sense of necrotic energy. This creature is dead, but starting to live.
I stomp on its head, and then I walk away.
You see Ixon picks up a bird, drops it, stomps on it, steps away.
Well, I make sure like its head is completely smashed.
It's smashed.
Okay.
Well,
Why
Why'd
would
you do that?
Step on a bird.
It was dead, but it had worms crawling out of it, and it started twitching.
Oh.
So, apparently I make dead things.
can
Liver.
birds get the ghoul virus? Can anything, or is it just like
Well,
humans?
I don't know.
Can I make a knowledge check? See if I can remember.
Yeah, so knowledge.
Knowledge of
Arr,
geography,
those
history,
birds
local
that were up,
nature.
Didn't they fly
Nature.
off kind of weird?
Nature?
They did fly off a little bit weird.
I guess do Arcana again, please.
Arcana. Okay.
The birds that flew off. Were they
24.
flying lazily?
It looks like a couple of them were a bit awkward as they
Ah.
flew away.
24.
Yeah, so
Kill the birds!
you have no direct experience with this thing that was referred to as ghoul fever, but it's a biological contagion that you think probably could affect non-human creatures.
Maybe this is how the disease is being transferred. I've read in old books that rats could carry diseases and kill many people, but maybe the birds are carrying this disease to the air.
That's not good.
No.
That's very
That's
bad.
curious. Now that it was a raven with worms, you said?
Yes.
That reminds me of the floating room. That was there was a raven with worms in the floating room.
There was.
Oh, and the worms would explode.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
was
did
that
you put
this?
the-
That was
the-
this campaign? Oh
in
my
the book.
gosh, that was so long ago.
And yeah,
Do we still have the book?
I think you have.
Do you still have the book?
I,
Oh!
Yeah, I look in the book that I found earlier.
Okay.
Uh, Remember in that
Yeah,
red
I
room we
remember,
found?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And I try to see if there's anything in there about ravens or ghoul fever or anything like that.
Red room.
That was a good little throwback right there.
That
Wow.
was. That was well done. As you peruse through the pages, you do not see any reference to a contagion like this. Nothing recognizable. So clearly not something that was familiar to the Thessalonians.
Correlation, but no causation.
Yes.
Just curious.
I don't know what that means.
I know why. But the
Seraphim
big
does,
one-
but Solomon is fully unaware.
I say, if there's nothing else here, I say we just keep going towards the house, I guess.
Did I find anything in my searching of the ruins as well? Because I was doing that.
No, I rolled beyond
Okay.
what I said. There was nothing else
Okay.
found.
All right. Well.
But you had seen the same.
Onward!
I say,
Oh.
before we go inside the house, I say we should go around the perimeter. And just make sure that we can't, hear anything through the walls or see anything.
Surprise attack.
Because I feel like if we had done that with the barn, it would have gone
Wait, so are we
better.
all going into the house?
Well,
No, I'm saying before we go in the house, we explore the perimeter of it.
I mean, wasn't this the point of this adventure today anyway, to try to
Scout it out?
scout out
Yes.
what was going on here rather than maybe charging headfirst into danger?
Exactly.
Okay. So you scout around.
Yes, and as quietly as possible.
All right. So we're going to
Stealthy.
be doing a lot of theater of mind here. I'm not going to be doing a lot of battle mapping. There's too much and too intricate here what's going to happen as you explore further. So I will have pictures up here, but beyond that, there won't be too much battle mapping. All right, so you can kind of see here, you can go across the right or the left side of the manor if you want to scout around it. Which way do you go?
I look at Ray and I say, right or left? You have not fed me yet. Bars.
I say we go right.
Oh, this keeps getting my face.
I know,
It's kind of
I have
annoying.
to tighten that, it's too loose.
Yo,
That's the problem.
a pirate's life for him.
A pirate's life.
Pirates. Let's go right.
He shrugs.
Give me a
We can
wink.
flip a coin.
Possible. Whatever. Copper.
Which way?
He points
Right.
to the left.
Ah.
We go left.
Alright. I think it's very
I'll
important that
lead.
we stay together. It's a very big place.
Solomon takes the
Wait!
front.
We go right. Good job, Ray. We go right.
Alright.
Because you know when you flip a coin to
Yes.
decide what you really want? Well, Ray was that coin I flipped, and it turns out I want to go to the right.
Alright.
All right. So you move off to the right. You skirt around the edge of the manor, and again, everything you see, dilapidated wood, decaying structure, gables starting to collapse. Now as you move to the right, you're right up against the coast. It's a sheer drop-off, maybe 5-6 feet.
Watch your step.
Yeah, so if you're cautious, you're fine. Like, you're not going to fall off, but it's really... So it curves out. You walk several feet. You see windows all around. Most of them are 10, 15 feet high, but some of them are just a few feet high off the level. It's a 3-story structure, it looks like.
Do I sense we're being watched?
Roll d20. And don't add anything but wisdom.
Are the walls
17.
at eye level? Are they firm or are they dilapidated to where we might
20.
be able to see through them?
No, so there's nothing that's so broken that you can see into the man.
Okay.
It's most of the decay is up top.
Okay.
What's that?
20.
You do strangely feel a sense of being watched.
We're being watched.
Yay.
From where?
The house.
That's not surprising.
No, not at all. I kind of figured it.
I mean, they did summon us here, so.
Aye,
Well, they summoned Ixen here, and
they did.
we followed.
So it really doesn't matter if I sing, right? Yo, it's like
Kate, I feel like this might not be the right time to sing. Given
takes my mind off what's going on around
Given
here.
the stealthy nature of our escapade.
I don't think there's much in being stealthy when we're already being watched.
Can we?
But if there's something that doesn't know we're here yet.
Can you?
Can I try to look through the windows?
I was gonna say, can
Yes,
you
you
tell
can.
where we're being watched from?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All right, so you're on the sort of back half of the house. There's a window. It's a couple feet over your head, but if you get on your tiptoes
And
and kind of pull yourself up,
I
you
can
look
fly.
in.
I
Okay,
can
fly.
fly.
Okay, you can kind of look up in.
To the door.
And
To the
roll
window.
D20,
To the wall.
to the wall.
I rolled an 11. Do you want me to add my perception?
please. No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Not that difficult.
What is this? Touch.
You peer in,
That means
and you see what looks like a library. There's a pair of chairs
like shocking
kind of turned over on the side, several moldy books, some in shelves, some on the floor. But it's floor to ceiling filled with books. It looks like there might be some sort of a brightly colored scarf laid over one of the chairs.
Can I detect magic on the scarf?
Yeah.
Alright, detect
Yeah,
magic.
so you stop for a moment. You detect no magic.
What color is the scarf?
It is reds and golds contrasting each other.
I see a library with no one in it, with books lining the walls all the way up to the ceiling.
Smart
And red and Solomon has books. And a red and gold scarf lies on a chair in the middle.
What color is the seal on the key? Is it colored or is it?
No, the key is just like an iron
Okay.
colored. There's no color to it. But it looks like a rose with thorns surrounding it, which is
So-
fox
Oh,
glove.
Okay.
does it open the front door?
The key?
That would be the assumption, yes.
Oh, I'm always thinking.
Well, I look up and see if there's any windows, and I look around to see if there's anything.
G-Dub said, "Books are evil. Burn them."
I look around, like, see if I can sense where we're being watched from,
What about?
and then
What about? Not just on the scarf, but the books.
It feels
You need to
as
take
though
the
the
magic on the
house
book.
itself is watching.
Oh.
yeah, Monster House, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I kind of want to get that scarf.
I think we should
It is
finish
colorful. This would look good on you.
exploring the rest of the
It'll be
estate
there.
before we go in.
Unless a ghost gets it.
I don't think ghouls would have a penchant for shiny things.
Your hip, sir.
Oh,
Are you alright?
old man syndrome.
Oh.
Well, yeah, that might be yesterday's work popping in.
Crap.
No, it's like,
Or you think he's
Blocking
18,
up really
but he's
bad.
not. He's only 18.
and yes, my head is quite hurting.
And you did get that letter from AARP yesterday. So
He literally did.
Yeah.
My 18-year-old son got a letter from AARP, so that's clear.
Was it? How did I even get that?
I don't know.
I
All right,
got my
so
first
what do you
one
do?
At 22, if it
The
makes
air-
you feel any better. But.
I say we finish exploring the perimeter and then regroup and decide what we're going
regroup.
to
We
do.
go together.
Not like
These are
regroup.
scary times.
Mentally
right now.
regroup.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Like process all of the information and then. make
Not
a
that I'm
plan.
scared, but you know, I don't like what I'm seeing or feeling.
You got
around
a
here.
bad feeling?
Yes, I want to protect y'all, you know?
That's very sweet.
Thank
Okay.
That's the most honorable thing I think I've ever heard you say, Kate.
You know.
That's a pretty low bar.
I feel like you're growing, and it just makes me really proud of you.
Oh, Thank you, Erda. Anything I can do for you?
Not at the moment. But
Some
thank
rum.
Some
Did
gold.
the scarf look valuable?
It's hard to say from this window. I mean, it was brightly colored. Could have been a nice fabric.
Nah, it's not worth it. Keep moving.
you. Yes.
All right. Well, you get around the back of the house now, and it's against the sheer cliff. You
Ah,
can't go
well.
any further around this side. You'll have to go back around the other side.
Oh,
The
you are
salty sea
right,
air.
Ray. We need to trust Ray on these things.
Always trust Ray.
Wouldn't the other side lead to
You
the
would-
same thing?
It would.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We
Well,
lead to the back of the house.
the
which would
back
be
of the
against
house.
The cliff.
But it would lead to the same thing, but that doesn't mean the same thing lies.
Well,
on
you
the other
can't.
side
So
of
you're
the
not
house.
truly at the back of the house. So it's like, if the
Yeah.
house sits against the cliff, you got all the way around on the right side, but where the back of the house is, it's literally against the cliff. So unless
Yes.
you're going to scale it, put rope, and try, you can't get to the back of the house. So
I think we should check.
I think we
the
should
other
just go back around.
I don't want to.
Turn it around. Turn it around. No, we gotta slow that next time. Hey, I gotta go back to
It's
Paris.
very strong.
Hold on. Let me
I
see if
mean,
can
we
do it.
could like set up rope and go through all that hassle, but
No, it's
we
not.
did get a letter from ARP. That's right. He did. It's crazy, G Dubs.
All right,
what that
let's
was.
go around to the other side.
agree.
All right, you
Okay.
turn, you trace your steps back. Again, you just have this prickling on the back of your neck. You feel this sense of being watched, not from a single place, but from almost the walls of the house itself.
We should burn it down.
No.
We should find out what's inside.
Everyone roll d20 for me, please.
Yes.
Oh,
Like I said, burn it down.
15.
16.
8.
13.
13. What's your intelligence bonus and your intelligence?
Mine is a +0.
0, okay.
I'm pretty sure mine's also a.
Mine's
Yeah,
a
we
plus
have the
one
same
because I'm
intelligence.
smart
Mine.
like that.
Mine's a
Mine.
+5.
Plus one.
So you walk around past the front door. You head across the left side.
I just thought I had a long time ago.
So
And you go past, you see these thorny bushes. There are no leaves on the trees here. Nothing seems to grow. It's this dead.
It's all dead around.
What? What?
Do we have our first? We have our first DM cam freeze. That hasn't
no.
happened in forever. Okay, hang on one
No,
second.
that's
here.
wait. Is that the right thing?
What do you mean?
I don't
Is
know.
that the right thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so hang on one second
It has
here.
been.
Hold on one moment while we
I
unfreeze
almost
the
don't know what to
DM.
do this. This
It's-
doesn't happen anymore.
It hasn't
Properties.
been since.
I know, thank you. Hang on. All right, so boom and boom. It's gonna come back. Yeah, it's
It's
a
been a long
slobs
time.
thing. It's been forever. Oh, hang on. Configure video. Make sure this is all set correctly. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, that's all good. And we are back. Sorry about that. As you come around the opposite side,
Skewed too much.
you see, you go past the front doors, and you walk past these twisted-looking shrubs. The soil is dark and loamy.
Everything's dead around here.
You do see a second set of
What's
doors
an observation?
around the opposite. There's like a path that leads around the side. It looks like maybe a servant's quarters or something. And there's doors
The house
this
carries
side
the
as well.
virus.
What kind of voice is that?
I don't
That was
know.
very scary. It's like a demonic voice.
The house carries the virus.
There
It's
you
the
go.
dead. The house is dead.
Or you could say you've got a second set of doors here. You can keep going around the left side. You
I
can
think
go
we
further.
should keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
All right. You move around the side of the house. It's all just solid walls and wood, but you do see a window at the very end, right before you're on the same point on this side where it goes off the cliff.
Can I try to look in the window?
Sure. Yeah, you can peek in the window. This
We
one's
go
pretty
through the
much eye
window.
level. Go ahead and roll d20 for me.
11.
Yeah, so you look through the window. You see what looks like a dusty room with a long couch in it. The couch seems to be pointed toward a fireplace that has some sort of carvings on it.
Okay.
Or do I see anything around outside?
No, you just see the cliff now again, kind of drops off 300 feet.
But I
The
saw
raging
the
gulf
salty
below,
air.
the waves
That's the salty
slap
air.
against the rocks.
So, does this window look like we could open it?
They all look closed, but they're glass. I mean, any of the windows you've seen, you probably.
I look at the
Make
house
it break
and I
one.
say, I'm gonna burn this house down.
Oh, good one.
That's what I said.
That
Oh,
seems,
what about your poem
Do
you
I
got
notice if
tonight in
anything
that
happens?
that seems
letter?
inadvisable.
When you
What
say
about?
it,
Oh, what
nothing
about the
happens.
letter you got?
Before you do that, can I actually do a check to see if I can tell, like, I meant to say this as we were going around, but to look and tell if there has been anybody here, like, recently, like footprints or anything.
Yeah, good question. All right, so I'm gonna roll for you.
Okay.
Yeah, you noticed what looked like there had been for several repeated footsteps up to and away from the front door as you walked
Okay.
around. You saw this.
And they look fairly recent-ish. Okay, so somebody has been in out of here a lot. And recently.
Then let's hide in the bushes. And wait.
I go back to the double doors that we saw.
The main doors,
No,
Oh,
the ones on the
doors?
side.
Uh-huh.
And does it have like a key lock
Yeah.
on it?
It does.
Can I try the key on it?
Yeah. You put your key up to it. Your key is too big.
Okay.
This is a small lock. Your key just kind of hits the hole. And
I can see what's behind this door, if you would like me to.
Go for it.
Do you need strength?
Is there like a caveat to that, or
What
or
do
you can
mean?
just see through the door?
I can't literally see through it, but I can just pass through it and look inside and then come back.
So,
I'll be completely
hot
transparent.
fix.
Will you be like invisible, or
Not invisible, but would not be able to.
will you be
But-
corporeal? Like,
Yes, basically.
but would the house feel
No,
ya?
no, I wouldn't be corporeal.
Okay,
I'd be incorporeal.
then yes.
Would the house feel ya, mate?
Probably.
Well, I don't know if we should do that.
I'm gonna
I don't
do
think
it.
the house likes it.
I do gaseous form on myself,
All right.
and I pass through, and I look beyond the double doors.
So you see Ixon.
Well, that was creepy. That just opened as soon as I did that.
He quaffs a potion. As he does so, your eyes grow wide as you see his form starts to turn strangely gaseous. You see his skin lifts off his body and turns misty. His eyes go gauzy, and in moments, he's this shifting amorphous form of mist that floats through the wall. Okay, you
Strange
float through the
magics.
wall. You find
strange
yourself
man.
in what looks like some sort of oak paneled chamber. It's got a tall ceiling here with a solid wooden floor. It must have once been breathtaking, but looks quite sad now. The floorboards are warped with moisture and decay. The walls are sodden, scratched, splotchy with mold everywhere. You see a once magnificent chandelier crash to the floor and shattered.
This is the haunting of Hill House.
And you see that there are frescoes on the walls displaying
What are
scenes
frescoes?
of dancing, like murals in like little tiles.
Okay.
But they've all been ruined by rot and they're barely recognizable. You do see a grand piano in one corner. Its surface splotchy, the keys are warped, and it leans tiredly in the southeast corner of the room.
You said that. Okay. That's it. That's all that's in the room. I investigate the room, and
Remember, in gaseous form, you can't manipulate it.
Yes, I can. This gaseous form, you can. You just can't attack. It's basically like the subject and all its gear becomes insubstantial. Its material armor becomes worthless. So I don't get any armor, deflection, nothing.
Lighting here, hang on a second. So you're
But I
inside
do
the
gain damage reduction 10 against magic, and I become immune to poison, sneak attacks, and critical hits. It can attack or cast spells at all. If it does, I become back to my
Okay.
normal spell.
Alright, I got you.
Self and
So what do you do? What do you investigate?
well, first I go to the floorboards
Okay.
and
Arr!
I kind of
Wish
feel
I
them
knew
out
he was doing in there.
and see
I
if
do
I
too.
Actually, I kind of I try to pass through the floorboard.
Feet
Floorboards.
tries to find money.
And
Countess.
you actually pass through the floorboards, and
Oh no, I shouldn't have said that.
you. And how long does this last, by the way?
It's
Whoa.
2 minutes a level.
All right.
Yeah.
So you pass through the floorboards.
You better be keeping track of that time.
And you come to inside what looks like a basement of some kind. In the room you find yourself, hang on here 1 second, you are in what looks like a kitchen. So you pass through the floorboards and you find a large oak table. The surface is covered with moldy stains and rat droppings all over it. It's the center of a large kitchen. There are shelves that line the walls with an oversized fireplace that dominates one side of the room. On the southwest side, all the shelves are in a much greater state of disarray. 2 1-foot wide cracks in the walls and the floor lead south into the earth beyond the basement walls.
Okay, well, I head back up.
Okay, you float back up into the room that has the piano and the...
I go over to the piano
Okay.
and I investigate it.
Alright, so what are you guys doing while he's doing this inside?
Wondering what he's doing in there.
I mean,
Oh, I should probably tell them. Oh, yeah. No, I go back out.
G-Dub said the gaseous form is a continuous spark.
I go back out and I tell them everything I see. And
So he
then
describes what you've heard.
and then I'm gonna say I'm gonna go investigate the piano and then I'll be right back out.
alright.
What's a
2 minutes per
piano?
level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
not.
12
You don't
minutes.
have. I don't think you had enough time to come out.
You got
It's
another
12
5.
minutes.
Oh,
Yo,
12?
I
I thought you
swear.
said
Don't you,
2.
You
don't
got
you
Two
level
minutes
7?
level. Oh, level 7, so 14.
So 14
Yeah, you got
minutes.
like another 7.
Oh,
I
I thought
swear,
I-
time passes at light speed for you guys. Y'all are like, that's been 14 minutes. It took me 14 minutes to
No,
go
I
down
thought you
and
said 2, not 12.
up. Okay.
Alright, so you go. He says this and he goes back in. When he goes back in, are you guys doing anything else or are you just waiting?
I think we're just waiting.
Yes.
Alright.
Making sure my
Looking for birds.
my
Well, yeah, I want to
I
like
keep
keep
my
an eye
eye
out for anybody like that might approach
Heel
or
to the sky.
Okay.
anything at all.
keeping my eyes and ears peeled.
Alright,
But
so
especially
you,
for ghoulies.
you head back inside and move to the piano, is that what you said? Alright. So you float over.
Is there a window into this room?
No,
Oh crap.
not this room. Hang on.
I got
So
to
you
make
move
one.
back over to the piano.
I got to make one.
It looks decayed.
I make one.
It's kind of splotchy surface. The keys look warped, but they're still intact, and it's kind of leaning against the wall.
I open up the thing that's on the back of it that like has the strings under it. I don't know what that's called.
The
Right.
cover.
Yeah, you pull it. It's
No.
actually, it's already actually propped open. You can see the keys or the strings are all intact. A couple of them look like they're sagging.
Ixon wants some new decoration for his room at the inn.
So I guess nothing of interest. I detect magic on the piano.
You feel no magic.
Alright, I head back out.
Ixon floats back out. You see this gaseous form come back through the wall, back outside.
What does that feel like?
Arr,
Feels
like a continual fart.
it physically feels
You get the dice by your right foot, I think.
yeah.
Been like one big.
It physically feels how I continually feel mentally.
It physically feels how
Like
I
you
continuously feel
feel
mentally.
Like a fart?
Elaborate.
Like
So you're-
cloudy?
That's a clip.
You're messing it.
you're
You're messing
an
up the moment here, bud.
So you're an airhead.
What?
Is that what?
Your kitty voice is gone.
No, completely lucid. Just open to anything and everything, as in taking in all knowledge I can take in. Yes. Powerful. Very
Arr, like a meditative state.
Although that was a waste of my most potent spell because I found nothing of interest as I relayed to you is the only thing I saw, and I definitely should have used that on the other side of the house and gotten that scarf that I want. So
Well, you didn't. So.
thank you, Solomon. I end the gaseous form,
Right.
and
Well, I assumed you already
Yeah,
knew
yeah,
you were
yeah.
talking about,
and I kind of stomp towards the front of the house.
See, Ixon looks upset. Ray is kind of consoling him, patting the back of his neck. Ray taps your ear. You look over, he gives you a thumbs up.
Did you like it, buddy?
And he goes like this.
Piano. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get it.
All right, you get back to the front door, and you see the doors are stout, thick oak with a big lock on the front.
I
I
put the key
like
See
in.
if the key works.
Okay, the key slips in effortlessly. You feel, what'd you just say?
Arr. Well, we don't want to just open up doors willy-nilly.
He has a good point.
I am afraid of opening up doors around here.
No,
I don't think this house likes us.
These people, we are not in mortal danger as long as I am with you.
Huh?
I would not.
I
Bold
think
assertion is that?
No, you
I
are
think
misunderstanding what I'm saying.
Weird words,
It's a
sir.
very bold
I am
assertion.
saying this because I'm obviously valued
And then
by the people that
I
live
don't-
here and want to
I
be
don't
discussed and communed with.
What if by value they want to kill you?
Arr.
What if that's why they want you here, so that they can...
They want your blood, sir.
Oh, if
I
you shoot.
feel otherwise.
I'm not
I
saying that's
feel
probable, I'm saying it's a possibility, though.
It is a possibility,
They
but
could
I
be
don't
just
think
playing to your
it
ego.
would be.
Oh. Nice
I don't
to hear
think
that.
it would be
It's hard not
an
to with how
attack
big it is.
that would be completely with the element of surprise. I feel like we would be faced abruptly, and
But
a
I don't.
discussion would
I
take
still
place.
don't think you need to be swinging doors open willy-nilly.
I'm not swinging doors open. I'm using the key that was obviously meant.
Well, you're gonna check for anything because I think this door might slam back at us.
Can we
It won't.
at least grease the hinges or something so we don't?
Yes.
A poor little
Oh,
bit
what
of
about checking the
hinges.
floorboards? I checked the floorboards.
We're not inside yet.
Oh, my question! I remember. So like I have the ability to like make poisons, right? Because like
Yeah.
I have like swift poison and stuff. But like there's nothing that says like gives me a set amount of poisons I can make per day, how much I can apply, how powerful or potent they are. It's like I don't want to say, hey, I get the most deadly poison ever and put it on my weapon and it instantly kills them in a single round due to paralysis. So like I don't really know like what the extent of my poison, abilities are.
Well,
and
I
I've
think that's something. Yeah,
researched
like no, it's a good point, and much like what I talked about with her and her sort of barbarian / swashbuckler things, that's something we should talk about between streams because I
Okay.
think, like even I think it was either Lurkenstein or I think it was Lurkenstein noted.
Yeah.
There's a bit of OP to this
Yeah.
guy, and I want to make sure it's balanced properly. I think this is a good topic for us
Yeah.
between streams, right?
Perhaps we should check for traps, just in
Oh,
case.
So
yeah,
you look at
aren't
the
we standing on
floorboards.
a like a?
Yeah, you are. You're on a porch. Like
Yes,
wooden
a porch. See, I
You,
see.
you check it and you don't notice anything odd.
A stomp on the floorboards.
They're pretty solid out here.
Everything else is rotting except the porch.
Not everything.
I
Like,
mean,
the
it
core
makes
structure
sense
of
the
house-
foundation needs to be sturdy. Because
It's a wooden porch.
still needs to be sturdy.
There could be swords coming up. You never know. I just nervous.
Perhaps
Alright.
I should check for traps.
Yes.
So, we either go in now,
You
which
don't
it
notice anything.
seems like we're doing, or we can go back to town, rest up, and hopefully just have and plan what we're going to do, instead of just rushing in this extremely large manner with
So,
no idea.
Ixon's note calls us to the Misgivings, which is this place. Perhaps we should leave a message behind for whoever has been sending us the notes, to see if we can arrange a meeting.
Oh no, something opened.
The door swings inward of its own accord.
I think that's a.
Our feet don't fail me now, and I'm going home.
I guess Cade is leaving.
I don't want to be here.
Kate, I thought you were a captain of the high seas that once
High seas,
Slew a
not
kraken.
scary houses.
So you're
Scary
more
scouts.
scared of a house than you are a kraken.
You got that right, matey. I am the captain of the high seas,
It's a house.
not lawyer of the landlubbers. You like that? What's up?
Well, I, for one, fear no man, nor
I say we-
spectre, nor ghoul. And I walk in.
I'm afraid of doors that open up on themselves.
I follow behind
I'm
him.
going to
dear.
go behind Ixon because.
Well, actually, once I see they're following, I step behind Irida because I need protection.
So here
think-
you see
let's go
Solomon
around
moves
the
to the
front.
door. He kind of looks over his shoulder when he sees you
You mean
getting closer
Nixon?
to walk. Yeah,
Oh,
Nixon,
yeah.
to walk in. He kind of shuffles behind you and gives you a little kind of gentle push.
I did the
Aye.
same thing to Solomon,
Yeah.
so I have to pass as well.
All right, so again, we're not using the
Arr.
battle map right now,
Right.
but go ahead and line your charactars up so I can see
So
the
I
parts
guess
of
the
order that you're
two
in.
of us
Alright,
are kind
I
of at
need
the
to
double
go-
doors and with him behind us.
Oh.
I want to look down this hallway,
And then Cade
send
is.
my dancing lights to see if I can get some more lights, but I want to see if there's anything ready, like
I feel like Cade's just hiding behind
strange
us.
or
And
ready to jump out at us.
I just
or...
feel like we should have been feeling a bit more healthier before coming to these parts. You know what I mean?
I'm feeling
So
perfectly
you
healthy.
step in.
Scoping this out.
What?
We were just scoping this out.
Oh man.
I
I
also
thought
thought
we
we were
were-
just scoping this out and then the
We
door
were
opened.
supposed to be scoping it out.
You are. You're inside.
Well, no! Outside!
Well, okay, well you step in. I mean, you're like it's fine. You can get back out.
We're at the door.
There's nothing.
Really? And then it slams on us like at the
Hey,
barn?
hey.
We haven't gone
We
in.
are fine.
We
Why
are
are
hold
being
the door open.
paranoid?
We haven't gone far enough to like. We're in the doorway right now. But yeah, I want to
You
look.
kind of look inside. The sound of the house straining and creaking gives this long, high-ceilinged room in front of you the additional sense of age and decay. The room is quite massive, and it's got mold that laces the air and stains the floor and the walls in pallid patches. You see that there's a curving flight of stairs on one side that looks like it leads to the upper floor, while a pair of large stone fireplaces brood on the north and south sides of this huge room. Heavy dark blue curtains hang over the windows, and the frames above each of the two doors are carved with runes of gargoyles that appear to be dancing. There are trophies that hang on the wall. You see a boar head mounted, much like Malfeshnikor is now mounted inside the rusty dragon. You see a bear, a fire pelt cougar, and a stag, each of their heads mounted in macabre fashion. But they pale in comparison to the monster that sits in the middle of this room. You see this creature that has glassy eyes, crusted fur.
He's gonna call it live.
It's 12 feet long with the body of a lion. It's got a tail like a scorpion fitted with dozens of razor-sharp barbs, huge bat-like wings, and deformed humanoid face.
I think we ought to be going.
The stuff...
I think we ought to be going.
The stuffed beast's poorly maintained fur has fallen
No.
away in places. There's sawdust that sifts out in
He's
tiny
just
mounds on the
reaching for the
platform
goal.
below.
I say we cut this
I cut the head
So
off.
the head off. of
Cut the
this
head off
beast now.
immediately.
We're cutting things. I think we should go.
I think we should go to regroup. Think about a plan. A better plan than this.
You guys are forgetting. We are feared here just as much as we
Mm.
fear them.
Oh, not here.
Yes.
Not here.
Ixon, I'm with you on cutting the head off and staying here, but I don't think that.
We are feared.
No.
I
No.
promise you.
I don't.
Ixon,
I don't trust you, sir.
I think your
You see,
pride is
Ixon
getting the
kind of
better
grows
of
like
you.
a creepy little smile just at the thought that he feels he is feared in this house.
Oh no.
He's got pride.
Okay,
well,
wait,
Let us
wait a
leave
minute, wait a
message
minute.
and go. That is-
Yeah.
So the dead raven, with the worms. I look to see if there's any worms around the creature.
I don't think we do.
Here.
And I had done my day and light. So
You're not
we should
moving
be
in
able to
any
see.
further. You're just kind of like, you don't see anything. It looks dry. You see mold, but you don't see any like living flesh.
Solomon,
Can
help
I-
me cut this head off.
No.
Is there
I don't think.
there dust on the floor?
It's like
I say
yeah.
we slowly move
go ahead and
towards it,
roll d20.
and then yes, we'll cut the head off.
Because I want to see if there's like the evidence of where the people have walked about. 16.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
you
nine.
do see the sawdust
16.
that is poured out of the stuffing of this creature. But yes, you also see what look like footsteps that have been moved around the room. There's a thin layer of dust. There's a thicker layer of dust, and then there's a thin layer of dust over this. So it's been a
Because-
minute, like a
yeah.
couple, 3-4 days.
Yeah.
But you sense someone has been here.
Me and Solomon are cutting off the head of the beast.
All right, you see Solomon and Nixon step inside the room.
I think this is a very bad idea.
You walk over to. I need both of you to roll a d20 listen check.
It was nice seeing you, folks.
We don't have a listen skill.
Yeah.
That's not like it's a 2.5 rule. It should be.
No.
No,
Well,
that's not the.
No, there's no.
I guess
skill for that?
perception.
I guess
It was just perception.
That's another one.
23.
It was
Don't tell
nice
me now.
knowing you, Solomon. Man.
10.
Okay. You. Listen, you hear
I'm with ya.
sounds in the background.
Okay, I'm about to run out. I'm about to run away.
You don't hear that.
You don't hear it.
I
It's
don't
just
hear
me.
it? Oh, crap.
Or
Do
me.
I hear it or just
Yeah, the
him?
two of you both heard. No, you heard it as well. Yeah.
I did. Okay.
What? I don't?
No.
So what can I roll?
Cade.
Dang it.
We told, but before we walked in, we told Cade to shit.
Oh my gosh!
Nope. This is bad. This is
Okay.
bad. We need to leave. Right now.
That noise is not.
You're right in front of this creature.
This is not wise.
You saw the head off.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so you start hacking away.
No, we're not hacking away. We're just
Sawing.
Well, so you can't saw with a smooth blade.
But
There's-
I have a jagged
You
blade.
Oh, you have a
No,
jagged
I-
blade. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
you do. Okay, I forgot about that. So you take your jagged blade. You start ripping it. It cuts easily. Sawdust falls on the floor. The thing kind of slumps head first. It's you sort of hindquarters and tail still sticking in the air. The head lops off. Sawdust pours all over the floor.
That makes me feel a little better.
Yes.
I don't like this.
Now what do we do with the head?
Lurkenstein
we
said
give it
you're
to
the
Mako.
most squeamish
It's already
pirate ever.
pre-stuffed.
We're going. So we're gonna walk back all the way to Sandpoint with this head.
Yes. Well, no, we don't
What?
have to.
I don't want. I'm not carrying it. I was doing this as a safety precaution.
Well,
we,
so was
we, need,
I.
Okay.
we need to leave a note for the people, and we need to go.
I'm not leaving.
Well,
Well, then you stay here by yourself, sir, because
We
I'm not
need
studying.
to investigate and find what is at the bottom of this. Clearly, this rounding house is dead, and it
I
has
think we
something
need to
to
go
do with the...
regroup and
We are
re-energize.
grouped. We are all energized.
And I need
Energized.
no-
not
I
all
need
of us are.
a little bit of more healing, sir. Oh dear.
Ah.
I'm holding the
You
door.
hear a door slam.
Nope, I was on the
Not
door.
that door.
I was.
Not that door. Somewhere off in the distance, you hear a door slam.
No.
Oh, Pete, don't fail me now. Let's go. I'm running.
Oh my
I'm
gosh, what?
I'm with Kate.
Pansy!
Kate
This
turns.
is awesome.
Kate turns and starts running. As Kate, as you turn, you start. What's everyone else doing?
I'm following Kate.
Alright. Irna follows behind you. What are you doing? You guys are.
running. Oh, I'm
We're gonna-
running through the woods.
Solomon, we were born
This
for
doesn't
this.
feel good. This
No.
doesn't feel good.
Come now, Solomon, man.
Trust me.
All right, I need both of you to roll d20 for me.
Oh crap.
I'm not like I'm
I-
not full on jetting. I'm just moving.
All right, you're back outside.
Oh my gosh, I ran a 1.
Let me switch to the outside view
Here.
here.
I am.
Kate trips and falls on her face, goes unconscious before she exits. Is swallowed whole by the house.
I am staying with Ixen.
Oh my gosh, you guys
All
are
right.
so dumb.
What was your roll?
No, we're
5.
not. We're playing the.
All right.
Well, I'm scared.
You both go careening forward, and as you're running, it's almost before you realize it. You're getting close to where this structure was out front, and now you see where there were, 10, 12 birds. You see there are thousands of ravens all
Okay.
over this.
Arr,
Their eyes, like they're covering the ground. They're all up on the walls. Their eyes are black
I'm going
and
to-
jagged. They're covering the path. Their heads they start calling out to
I'm
you.
going to.
They start moving forward.
I'm going to shout back to Solomon Ixon. Birds!
You're still running. You look up. You see them now. Initiative, both of you.
Oh.
No, actually, give me one. D6.
Do you want me to roll it?
See what being a coward gets you, Solomon. Never shall we.
No, it's called having a high wisdom score, sir.
Well, I don't have much wisdom, but I'm just scared.
One.
That's just terrible.
They descend upon you. You guys hear screaming and what sounds like the flutter of 1,000 wings
How do we
coming
get rid of them?
outside. And you hear both Irda
Oh, no, I'm running. I am not fighting.
and Cade. Even higher than Irda. You're both attacked.
Oh, no.
All right. You feel not 1, not 5, not 10, dozens of ravens pecking and clawing at your body. Ripping
the
flesh. You
new
take
thing.
14 points of damage. Irda,
Your little home.
you take
Well,
9 points of damage as
yeah.
you feel pecking and scratching as
9
these
points,
things are
okay.
pursuing you. 9 points of damage. You hear them pounding up the steps.
I get ready to close the door as soon as they
What do
come
you
in.
do?
I'm
Okay.
yelling at them to run in.
Oh, I'm running.
Run in, run
I
in.
already said I was running.
All right, Cade.
Full speed.
So you don't attack. You
All
just
right.
run.
Yeah.
All right. As soon as you step through the
Running
door,
speed,
you
sir.
feel
Running
the
speed.
ravens peel off of you. The ravens peel off of you as well, and they flutter back onto the ruins and the ground.
So it looks like y'all aren't leaving. It
Is
looks
the
like
house wants us here,
It
sir.
Seems like someone is making sure we can't leave.
none of us are leaving until we.
How do
find
you
ourselves.
feel now, sir, about this house? It's not good.
Well, knowing that we can't leave
Well,
makes me feel a little more
All the
comfortable.
more sense that I'm getting is that this house loves us. And
Arg! Where did you get that?
Vorpal crows, said Lurkenstein.
I give Cade a cure light wounds.
He hands you a potion. You quaff it.
You heal
Yeah, I'm gonna
9
give
points,
cure
or
light
no,
wounds
10
to
points of
myself.
damage.
How much?
10.
I'm sure light ones myself
That's all you get.
as well.
Thank you, sir.
You minus 10.
Oh, I minus, so now I need to.
Camille said you're sassy, Cade.
7
20.
plus.
Arg! Thank you, Campbell.
You cast healing as well,
Yeah.
Irda?
So I got 13 back.
I feel like
Irda casts healing. You see a warm glow. Healing
Okay. Whew.
I
While I'm at it.
Did we get?
Huh?
Do you need to heal while I'm at it?
No, just
Oh,
it was.
just.
I'm probably good.
Okay. Well, if anyone else needs a little top off, I can do another cure light wounds.
No,
Okay,
I'll save mine for
I can
later.
take one.
that's fine. Would you like one? Okay.
Yes.
I will do cure light wounds on Ixon as well. That's 6
Sweet.
plus 11. So it's 11.
I
Oh dear. Do I hear that? Oh!
Shh, Kate, it's time to be quiet now.
What if I sing a song?
Kate,
Cade,
please.
Sing your poem.
Cade, I think
Kate,
all
please just be quiet. For like
singing
1
and
second.
poems should be kept to a minimum because we need to keep our ears open in case something
So
happens.
again, let me remind you, in the room, there are 2 large stone fireplaces, heavy dark blue curtains over the windows with these sort of dancing gargoyles over them. these different trophies: the boar, the bear, the fire pelt cougar, a stag, along with this creature in the middle now, whose body is leaning over. The head has been severed off. Sawdust is pouring out. And there are doors. So you see the stairs up ahead. You see a door to your left and a door up ahead to your right. Oops, sorry. A door up ahead to your right, and you see a corridor straight ahead that opens up. So you can move straight ahead. You can go straight ahead upstairs, or you can go to a door to the left or a door to the right.
I say door to the left.
I say door to the right is where the scarf would be, right?
I mean, it would be that general direction, yeah.
I want to go to the right.
To the scarf.
So let's stick together.
Then let's go to the right. And I'll lead.
Alright.
This is literally the worst.
I do
plan
not
in
want
the
to be in the
entire
room.
world.
You know why?
feel the
Because I'm
strongest
a
member of our party should lead, and the title belongs to Irda, I'm afraid.
Ours, thanks for leaving us here and then putting her in the throw of the danger.
As you step forward, you move. So you're moving ahead toward the door. You see there's an archway. As you look up at the archway, you see there's a rather gruesome-looking antique. What looks like a mummified monkey head hangs on the archway.
Oh, I don't trust it.
There's a bell pull that dangles down from its mouth.
Oh.
And there's a ratty throw rug that appears like it partially obscures some sort of a foul-looking stain of mold on the floor.
Because I had seen the footprints in the dust, can I tell predominantly like where they have gone, like recently?
You see like footprints in different areas, but it does look like there's sort of a greater sort of centrality moving in the direction you're going, where it opens up and goes straight ahead.
Okay, so it
So
seems...
that the bell pull just kind of hangs like right here in front of you, hanging out of the monkey's mouth.
I wonder what it does.
Probably gets the attention of every creepy thing in this place.
I'm checking for traps as we move along the hallway, and I'm also kind of feeling out the walls for like any like thing that sticks out, like secret doors or anything.
I guess I'm just following them, but I have my hand on my sword, like I'm ready.
You put your hand on your blade. All right, what are you doing, Irda?
I'm just prepared in case anything happens. I'm on high alert.
I'm on high alert too.
All right, so you don't find anything on the walls, Ixon.
I checked the floor.
You look at the floor.
I want to pull the monkey's tongue.
When you peel back, so that throw rug that I mentioned, I said it's partially abstaining a stain. You pull it back, and you see it's actually covering most of a strange, sickly green and black mold that grows into a spiral. Roll d20 for me, please.
That comes from years of DM experience. I finally caught a DM hint. It's finally happened.
You did catch a DM hint. You did.
After 10 years, he successfully grabs one.
I said you don't find anything on the wall.
Well, doesn't help.
Oh.
3.
I
think I should get a substantial
It's a massive stain of mold. It looks like maybe there's some kind of powder.
I pulled the monkey
I ask Irda to come over.
because I'm very curious.
As you talk to Irda,
what?
You hear suddenly
Oh my
a
God,
sound.
what the heck? Why did you pull it?
We didn't.
She pulled it.
Oh.
You hear that sound.
What?
Hang on, let me.
Bro, oh my gosh, bro.
It's. I don't know if you heard that online. Let me do it again just to make sure everybody hears what was heard. It was this.
A very large change from how scared you were.
Right, like you just freaked out running out of the house and then.
Open up something.
Oh, I know why it's not loud. No, that's up to you. It's louder. Right. So you hear that, like it kind of echoes through this, like apian.
I draw my sword.
Shing! Solomon draws his sword.
Well, since he told me to come look at the thing, I'm still gonna go over and see if I can. discern anything.
You look at it, and immediately the pattern sort of makes itself apparent to you. It looks like the image of a spiraling staircase going downward with like skeletons and skulls littering each step.
Oh, okay. So I see staircase, bones, skulls on each of the steps of the staircase in this image.
I could be somewhere else in this house. And you see his demeanor kind of changes as soon as Cade pulled the rope, and he looks at Cade and he says, "Not another word. Not another action out of you. You must stay quiet."
Lurkin seems to laugh out loud at Ixon's frustration.
I'm not a child.
You will regret it if you make another motion that disrupts the party and what we are trying to accomplish here. This is a serious matter, and you are acting like a child. So I expect you.
Maybe I'm not acting in my right mind because you sent me in this house that is clearly scary.
I will give you 3 seconds to not talk again, and that will be the final word out of you, or you will be thrown out into the birds. And he like I can't make an intimidate check, like
go ahead,
like
roll
he,
D20. Yeah.
Oh, I make a bluff check.
What are you bluffing?
I don't know. Yeah. Try.
no, I use an advantage that I got, so I'm gonna roll it again.
Well, I'm gonna try.
You have to declare that before you roll that. I'll let you do that this time, but in the future.
Oh no, declare.
Advantage,
He has to declare it.
Advantage must be declared in advance.
Okay.
We've been
16
playing long enough.
plus.
Wait a minute, I have skill.
I'm going to switch the lighting back here just to give a rest to our viewers who've been seeing the darkness for quite a while.
Wait a minute, I have skill.
Wait a minute, I have skill.
26.
Alright, I intimidate backwards.
No,
I mean, back to him.
No, okay. See, as Ixon
You
steps.
can't tell me what to do.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
Oh my gosh, Cade, please, please.
Ixon steps forward. You see almost like the outline of those claws and teeth that you saw him have before when he was in the jail cell, and it seems like he gets a little bit larger, and there's like this almost demonic glow to his eyes.
Alright. Okay, then I'm scared. And I think he's part of the house.
You don't get to decide what you think when you're being intimidated. He tells you what you think, and that's how it works.
Cam only said, "How about spiders, Kate?"
No. I don't think I like.
Can I? How late has it gotten in the day now?
I kind of wait for Kay to turn around, and when she turns around, he turns around, no, I don't do anything. I look at Solomon and I say, I pull Solomon and Irida to the side, away from Kate.
And he doesn't tell me what to think. I can think what I want. If
No,
I see
it's
you
like being it's like being a spell. You don't get to decide what a spell does to you or decide what an intimidate does to you. I pull them over. I say, Cade is
If I see him looking scary,
A little off the rocket.
you don't tell me what to think. I can think what I
disruptance
want.
in this house, and I'm afraid it may get us in deeper trouble than we feel.
How late
Perhaps
in the
knocking
day
her
is
out.
it?
I don't think we should do that.
I think we should.
It's night. It's like early evening.
Okay. Are we to a point where we would take our rest, possibly?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
What if
And
you calmed his mind?
Yes, calm emotions or something.
Well, I can't because I've already used my thing that allows me to do that.
That's true.
I need y'all's phone numbers so I can text you in secret.
But I can I will try to charm person on Kate and say.
Okay, make a saving throw. DC
14.
I got 11, and what is the?
It'd be a
14. Will save it.
Will save.
Will-
Yeah,
will.
will save.
12.
Yeah, so you fail.
So I'm calm.
Well,
No, you're
basically
charmed.
I'm charmed.
I'm
So basically, what I'm going to say is,
I'll be right back. I can't.
about to die.
Here,
All
Even-
that stuff is
I have a
on.
charger.
Oh, you have a
Even
charger.
though
Sweet.
Ixen stated that in a very impolite way, he is right. We need to be quiet and we need to be calm. So I would just ask you to follow and to think more.
You feel persuasion. Irida is so reasonable, so kind, and quite beautiful. Like she's almost enchantingly
I've
beautiful.
never seen you in this light. You're looking mighty beautiful, and you're so wise. It just makes you even more beautiful.
Thank you, Ida. Now, please
Shall we-
tell her to be quiet. Him to
Okay.
be quiet.
Let us,
I don't want to listen to him, but I'll listen to you.
let us move quietly. So
He looks scary when he speaks.
okay, let us continue quietly.
I
Do you want to go in the other room and go down the corridor?
I put my ear to the door of the other room.
To the door to the right.
Yes.
I remain calm.
As you put your ear to the door to the right, and the aged DM grabs his glasses in the dim light, you roll d20 for me.
17.
You hear silence.
And I did have my dancing lights
Yes.
up.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
kind of floating around.
Can y'all do some sort of thing where y'all feel magical stuff?
Since
I
you
feel
mean
like
detect magic. Yes.
one of you should do that.
I will detect
somewhere
magic.
in this house because this, or just at the house.
It's
in
a
general.
60-foot cone, so I can kind of just turn for a full
Yes.
circle. I just because they're just
I
easy spells
fear
for me. I can
that-
cast them as many times
that-
as I
Is there
want.
something that can detect you detecting them?
No.
Arr,
I
feel
feel. I feel that this house is innately magical. So without detecting something specifically for a magical property, without knowing exactly what it is, will be futile.
Roll d20 and add your intelligence, please.
So could you not?
13.
Total.
I put Solomon aside.
So one second. So if the house is innately magical, if there is another magical presence in the room, would there not then be a stronger magical presence in that direction?
You could probably
that-
feel a
Can I
tug.
do detect magic? Just
Sure.
okay.
So you do
I want
detect
to
magic.
cast it just a few times. I don't. Okay, so it's just a.
Or
It's
since
a
Or
cantrip.
we know how this spell works. Would detect magic, we would just feel that there is magic, or would we feel
You
a
can
stronger
see
sense?
it and sense it.
can
Like you can
sense
almost
different-
you can see the
Because
object.
before he's told me
Yeah.
like.
So you're
different-
detecting magic, right?
Yeah, I'm detecting magic.
You feel a strong magical glow coming from the monkey head. The bell was pulled
Okay.
off above you.
Can I try to identify it?
Roll d20.
Any other
can I
sources
talk
of magic?
to Irda because she
17
charmed
plus a
It's
bunch.
clearly. I mean, you've never seen anything like it before, but it's clearly some sort of an enchanted item that had some purpose here for the people that lived in the home. Roll d20 and add intelligence.
Do I sense any other sources of magic?
You sense some faint magic all around, nothing in the immediate area.
Okay.
Irda needs
Was it?
17.
I mean, clearly this was some kind of bell pull for a notification in the house. It's not an alarm. It was used for something.
Yeah, or sending the monkeys.
Okay, do you wanted me?
Or what if, well, when Ixon spoke to me, he was a little scary. What if the house is fitting him? What if he's one with the house? Could there be he looks scary. Scarier than normal.
I disagree. He kind of looks like he normally looks to me.
Alright. Oh dear. Okay, quiet.
Alright, I tell them I heard nothing beyond this door. Was that beyond that door? Or was that just in the house somewhere?
Somewhere in the house.
I hear nothing beyond this door, and I don't really want to leave it behind us. So
I agree.
Okay, let's check.
Okay. I pull out a little bit of solvent, and put it on the hinges, and then I open it.
All right. You put some solvent on the hinges of the door, and you open it. As you open the door, there's still the faintest of creak, but not loud, to the hinges. And you see a room beyond. It looks like a cozy-looking drawing room, but it's marred by unnatural dampness and the thick sheets of mold that cling to the curtains over the southern window. And the room has a door that leads sort of in the direction of the sea and the coast. So you got the windows covered by these thick curtains and a door that leads off to the east toward the coast.
Hold on to the other door while y'all go in.
Yeah, someone should stay by the door.
I'm also going to
I don't trust the one.
cast daylight on my shield. Because I can do that once a day.
Okay.
To give us bright light.
So you cast daylight.
And it gives me a 60-foot radius of bright light just around me, so we can see.
And suddenly the room is flooded with light. You can see it more clearly now, but yes, each of the windows covered with these thick curtains and a door on the east side.
I check for traps as I walk in, and then I tell them to, or I'm like, I think we should check this room for any secret doors or passages.
I figured having some extra light might help with the search.
And so we all search the room.
And this spell will last 70 minutes.
Okay, 70 minutes.
70.
All right, nice.
Open the curtains.
I go and draw back the curtains.
All right, so you don't find any secret doors. But as you pull the curtains back, Solomon, in the window, which is looking out now, you can see it sort of, it's off the edge of the cliff where you guys had walked on that first side that you had gone on the right side. But briefly, you see the face of a woman, a beautiful woman with dark brown curls of hair that fall across her shoulders. She looks at you with these haunted eyes, and then she vanishes in the window. No one else sees this.
So guys, you said you saw some sort of spirit earlier, right?
Yes.
I just saw one.
What did it look like?
It was a woman, kind of just right outside the window, nice head. She just looked at me and then she was gone.
Interesting. I pull back another curtain.
The great-grandfather killed...
You pull open the curtain and you're just looking through a window that looks out on the path that you'd walked a few minutes before.
What if that was his wife?
How old was she? Well, no, it wasn't.
Young and beautiful.
It wasn't because, wait. How old was the guy that I saw?
Middle-aged.
She was young.
It was probably his daughter.
Well, how old was his wife when... Because he would have lived past her.
So I need everyone to make let's do a knowledge local check. Roll d20, and I may have something.
Nat 20.
A nat 20. All right, and what's your local
Always
bonus?
nat 20.
19.
I mean, does it really matter?
It does.
Nat 20.
It does matter. Yeah, it does.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, my phone's over there.
18.
Can you hand me my phone real quick?
All right, so I'm going to give you a few things that you have heard, both in your conversation with Broder, also just sort of talking to folks around, and things which you would kind of know from local history. So, first of all, you know that this manor is probably 80 years old, at least.
28.
28? Okay, good, then thank you. At least 20 years, or 80 years old. And it's belonged to the Foxglove family, though, as you know, there was a tragedy which gave it the name of the Misgivings, which I had already told you. It has a bad reputation, sightings of strange lights that appear in the windows, particularly in the attic, muffled screaming, notes that are said. Nobody.
Star Wars.
Then you know the Foxglove family lived there as recently as 2 decades ago, but a fire burned down the servants' building, which is the building that you saw outside. And the body of one of the Foxgloves was found dead, burnt and dashed on the rocks below the cliffs on the side of the house. Travor Foxglove, which was the father of Aldern, had been found dead in his bedroom by his own hand. And the children, including young Aldern Foxglove, were sent away to live in Corvosa by distant relations. You already knew, of course, that Aldern Foxglove returned to the manor briefly recently, but had a very difficult time finding people to help him with the reconstruction of the manor. But until he moved back in, the place was cared for by years by a man named Rogers Craisby, who came here 3 days a week from Sandpoint and helped with minor repairs.
What was his name? Sorry.
Rogers Craisby.
Crazy.
And the manor had originally been built, this is the last thing you've learned in your travels, by a man named Vorel Foxglove, who was the great-grandfather of Aldern. He was a merchant from Magnamar, and his family lived here for 20 years before the entire family perished from disease. The surviving Foxgloves of Magnamar shunned this place for 40 years until Aldern's father, Travor, had moved back in.
So they have extended family from Magnamar. Is that okay?
Magnamar is like one of the biggest cities in
yeah.
this world, correct? Okay.
In this area, yeah. So you're kind of looking through the windows. You see this picture you see this image of this woman, young. All of these thoughts ruminating through your head.
Well, let's move on. I head out and continue down the hallway.
Okay.
What about the door that's...
Yeah, so that's the door. There is a door or the door you came to. There's a two-way
Oh,
door.
there's another door in this room?
Yeah, there's a door on the east that leads kind of more toward the...
Oh, I listened through the door.
As you listen through the door, roll d20 for me, please.
9.
You hear silence.
I hear silence behind this door as well.
Do you want to go through?
Yes. I do the same thing to the hinges and walk through the door.
I follow directly behind.
Yeah,
Oh, I check the traps.
Same with it.
All right.
You
You look for traps. You find none. You open the door. It gives only the faintest of groans. And you step through.
Yes.
And inside, still brightened by the light coming from Irda's shield, you see the room that you had first seen peering through the window on the opposite side. It's a room that has here. It's like a library room with books that line the shelves. Let me pull it up for our audience. You see a pair of chairs, one of which lies on its side, set before a stone fireplace. Every available inch of the wall is filled floor to ceiling with old books, but their spines are riddled with mold. That brightly colored scarf you saw earlier, now it's even brighter inside the room. It's laid across one of the chairs, contrasting sharply with the drab decor of the room.
I go up to the scarf
and
I grab it.
I look to see if there's anything else besides the scarf that seems, I guess, untouched by the mold. Specifically, any of the books that remain untouched by like mold or decay.
All right, so you move over, you start investigating the book. You see Ixen hastily, almost with eagerness, moves toward this scarf that's settled over the chair. Ixen, as you move to it, hang on 1 second here. You move toward it as as you touch the scarf, you hear. You hear like a scream that comes from
Wrong button.
somewhere. Yeah, wrong button. You got it. You hear
Sound
a
like
scream
somebody's being hacked to pieces.
that comes from the scarf, and then suddenly you see Ixon goes rigid.
We don't hear
His
that.
breath. No, you don't hear it. Ixon, only you hear that. You go rigid. The scarf suddenly it leaps up and curls around your neck. I need you to make a saving throw, DC 16 will save.
Okay, then I have my phone.
You hear each of you roll DC 20 or D20 perception check, please.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, my perception is now plus 15.
Okay.
Mine's +7.
Okay.
He was
Just
so
add it to
attracted
your
to
roll.
that
Perception
scarf.
check.
12, and what am I adding? Perception?
21.
19.
What was it?
Nice.
He was trying to hide that roll.
Did you have an
I
advantage?
wasn't gonna hide.
Okay.
I
Did
wasn't
you have an
gonna hide.
advantage?
No.
One.
It's like when it's a one. Like when your player kind of does that slick sort of low key roll to see what it is.
Yeah, 21.
Suddenly, Ixon, you're paralyzed with fear. You see a ghostly image of Aldern manifest before you.
Wait, Aldern's dead?
Aldern's, I'm just saying you see an image of him. You see Aldern, and he's got the very same scarf that's now wrapped around your neck,
I knew it.
and he's choking someone to death with it.
I was gonna say.
Oh no! Now you know you yourself. You are that woman. You're the woman. Aldern stands over you. You see Ixon falls to the ground. He's choking. The scarf is around his neck, but he's making no move to do anything with it. His hands are out.
Can I try to help him? Like,
Yes.
free him? What do I roll for
Scared
this?
to touch it.
He was so attracted to that scarf.
What do I roll for this?
So what are you doing?
I just want to see if I can,
Okay, you
help.
run over to the scarf. Go ahead.
and, like, I reach down and I try to, like, undo it from his neck.
Okay, you see his face has turned purple. Its ligature is just like tight against his neck, but he's making no move to do. You see, he looks up like he's trying to touch someone's face above him. You are staring. You're his wife. You are his wife, Aisha.
Wait, this is Aldern, the same one I went hunting with?
Yes, you see, he's standing over you, choking you.
I
with
knew
his
I didn't have a
scarf.
good feeling about him.
Um,
I'm gonna call Lexinian right after this paragraph.
As soon as you get to the scarf, it unravels, falls to the ground,
Alright.
and you see Ixon. His head slops over. You are at -8
Oh my
hit
gosh.
points,
Oh my gosh.
near death. You feel his pulse is thready.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna do a cure serious wounds right now, right this second.
You feel he is at the verge of death.
Ay, ay,
Yeah,
ay.
touch him and...
I would help, but
I'm at a loss.
12, 18,
That was a good roll.
7, and 23.
23 points of healing. You see, Irda's power flows through his body. Ixon, you have the haunting dream. It's still in your mind. You see the scarf now laying on the floor next to you, and all of the visions just flood through your head.
I drink a cure moderate wounds.
Okay, you swallow a potion of cure moderate. Go ahead.
Or would you like to use my die?
The scarf is now laying, on the ground.
Will.
what just happened?
I drink my 2 cure light wounds.
Ixon just walk through potion after potion after potion.
I'm going to need the rest.
7, 6. All right, I'm good. 13.
So in this room, you see there are windows that look over the coast. So you can see now this is the end of the house that looks over the coast, like right off the cliff edge. But there's a door to the left of the room in addition to the door you came through.
What was that? What
Ixon,
happened?
what happened to the scarf that you loved?
I was the rich man's wife, which you know, yes.
foxglove, and I was being
Wait,
choked.
you were his wife.
Yes.
Isn't Aldrin still alive?
Yes.
So Aldrin killed.
Didn't we go hunting with that?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Wait, so Aldrin killed his wife.
Yes.
I didn't have a good feeling about him.
Not true. That was me who didn't have a good feeling about him.
Oh. Well, I liked his money.
Well, do you, I do not know anything, obviously, because I was not there. But was his wife like? Did you meet her before, or?
I don't even know what she looks like, but I was his wife.
Oh dear.
That's
Arr,
not good.
this is not good. Oh, what did happen in this house?
What did you see apart from you just being choked? Did you notice anything about like the setting, or was it just?
I was in this room, and I wasn't trying to undo the scarf. I was just trying to touch his face.
Did Aldrin leave this house haunted, or did the house haunt Aldrin? What do we turn on each other? Okay. Are you sure?
The family has a history of,
Oh dear.
I checked the rest of the room.
Okay.
Do I hear those noises?
Yes, you do.
Did
Everything
I
I'm playing here, you hear.
Did I find anything, any books or anything?
Yeah, so no, as you were looking at the books, you didn't find any books of note. Most of them look like they're historical in nature, maybe Varisian history in many of them. But you do see there's a stone bookend, and as you look at it, you see it's been kind of turned over, and it has blood and hair on it.
No.
Do any of you three have something I can use to grab without?
Yes.
Dixon, as he's doing this, you're searching. You actually find what looks like a splatter, a splash of dried blood stains on the back of one of those two chairs that was still standing up.
I have the blanket.
Yes.
Of dry.
Like dried blood, like on the. So if this is the back of the chair, like there's blood on the back of the chair.
I lick it.
Oh, why?
You see, Ixon leans over and you don't know what he's licking, but you see he licks
You're
one of these
so
old
weird.
chairs.
I look out to the window.
Am I able to sense anything from the blood that I've just like? It's a human. And how long ago has this? How?
Definitely human, but you can't tell how long. You see the coast, like the cliff. It's right there. It feels like the house is about to slide off this cliff. It's so close.
Can I open the window?
Roll D20. It's moldy and thick.
I pour acid over the scarf.
Man, this die needs to
You pour acid on the scarf?
Yeah.
All right. Quickly consumes. It looks like it was a pretty valuable scarf, but in moments it's just like acid dust.
I take a blanket from Yoda and I use it to grab the rock because I don't want to touch
The
it.
bookend, stone
the
bookend. All right. You grab the stone bookend.
And I look at it.
I look around.
All right. You keep looking around, Kate.
I want to find something so big.
Ixon, you have an affinity for blood, don't
Yes.
you? Can you do something with this?
Inspect the blood and the hair and see how recent it seems to be, and what the color of the hair, and see if it resembles.
So you look at it,
Woman,
and the
man.
blood is, you're pretty confident it is days, not years old. And the hair does not look the dark color of the woman that you were. Or that
Does
you
it
saw
look like a
in the window.
man's or woman's
like
hair?
a medium brown, kind of shorter, like men's length.
Does it look like Aldrin's?
No.
Does it? Can I try to recall if it looks like anyone I've seen recently?
Yeah, I mean nothing I mean, it's brown hair. It's
Yeah.
brown men's hair. It's straight brown men's hair. So you can't like link it to a person, but it's definitely not Owlern. Owlern had darker hair. Aisha had darker and
I
longer
pick the
hair.
blood. I pick the hairs and I stuff it into a little case.
Okay. See, Dixon takes some of the stuffs in his bag.
Shall we continue?
Yeah. Onward?
I suppose.
You move to the door.
To the window.
You go back the way you came, or you go through the door ahead?
Go through the door ahead.
Okay. All right, you go.
Oh, we're going deeper into this hole.
You move in. You pull the door open. As you look in, you see a long room that looks like a banquet hall of some kind. There are large mahogany table covered with a tattered cloth that covers it. You see high-backed chairs sit around the room. And there are two fireplaces on either side. Stained glass windows obscure what would have been a breathtaking view of the Parisian coast, but there's actually multiple stained glass windows at the end of the room. Each window depicts a stylized monster rising out of smoke that pours from some sort of seven-sided box covered with spiky runes.
Oh.
Seven-sided box.
There is a door on the opposite side of the one so the hallway's long like this. You come in from the side. You see a door on the opposite side. When you look to your left, so you came in sort of here. There's a door here. That's this way you kind of look and you can see it leads back past the monkey head and into the entrance room. So this is all a long connected hall.
And in the direction that I saw most of the
Yes.
footsteps had been.
Yes, that's right.
I inspect the table and under it.
All right, you move to the table, peek under it, pull away. You see rotting bits of food and broken plates lie on the ground. What are you doing?
I just want to look around, inspect the walls, see if there's anything strange or of interest.
Okay.
I want to take a closer look at the monsters on the stained glass windows.
All right, so as you're each looking around, you search the walls, you kind of move over to the door on the opposite side. You see it's another solid oak door. You're checking the walls. You see these old tapestries and decayed bits of cloth on the walls. Solomon, as you move and you look at the windows, I'll just give you an example of what you see on one of them, and then I'll read the descriptions. So each of these windows depicts, there are actually four of them, and they depict different things. One of them has what looks like the image of a gnarled and tangled tree with an enraged face emerging from the book, or from the box. On the second pane of window, you see what looks like an immense hook-beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage emerging from the box. On the next one, you see a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and a starling woman's upper torso emerging from the box. And the last one, you see a deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes emerging from a box. So this would be the bird.
And they all have the seven-pointed.
Yes. All the boxes look the same. Smoke.
I take out.
Roll d20.
Oh no. 18.
As you're looking at it, Solomon, you feel a strange and very odd sensation of intelligent intuition. This is not common for you.
Good roll.
And you realize it occurs to you, like, who would put this kind of stained glass covering what would have been clearly a beautiful view looking over the coast? As you're pondering this and looking closer, you realize these are not creatures that are pouring from this seven Edgebach, they're being sucked in. What you first thought were looks of rage are actually looks of fear, as each of these creatures is being sucked into this box.
I take out my my 7-pointed thing and I hold it up for like a comparison between it and what's on the box.
You look at it, you see some sort of vague similarities, but definitely not identical. Like maybe there is some sort of distant link here, but they're not the same.
Solomon, what do you see?
In the paintings?
Yes.
Just a bunch of monsters being sucked into a box.
When he says that, you look at it and you have the same sort of, oh, wait a minute. It was deceptive when you first looked at it. It looked like they were emerging, but you can see what he's saying. It looks like they're being pulled in.
So that's the painting you see is being sucked into the box.
There's 4 of them. Each of those 4 creatures.
And is there a box in this room?
You don't see
Oh, I
anything that
thought.
looks like that. No.
Oh, so the box.
The box it's part of the.
Yeah, it's in the stained glass window.
Oh, okay.
So
I
I
was
thought it might be the same as
There's
what we
4
found
windows,
in
not
the
3 is depicted here.
what we found in the head. But
Can I see? Yo,
I'd hand it to him.
I inspect it.
The medallion?
Yeah, further.
All right, take the painting off the wall.
It's a stained glass window.
It's a stained glass window.
But there's a painting.
Okay. Yeah, you pull it off a wall. It's kind of dusty and rickety.
I never find anything.
Collapses in your
Such a
hands.
crap.
I mean, you don't notice anything different about this symbol than you've seen before. The Sahedron rune, it is 7-pointed. It's not identical, but you see some similarities maybe to the box, but nothing like direct.
Broder Quinn told us that this was just an old artifact, correct?
Yes.
That there was nothing magical about it.
He didn't say that per se. He didn't detect.
Can I detect magic on it?
Yeah. You feel a faint magical aura coming from it.
Can I try to identify it?
Roll for 20.
Don't you also have the ring?
Yeah, we figured out what that was. It's just a shield.
Can I look at the windows and tell, like, if they were put in with the house or if they're more recently?
Roll for 20.
Okay, history check.
5. I don't know what.
So it's like a knowledge architecture?
22.
Ooh,
Knowledge.
I know what I'm gonna
Find
do.
something close.
I find a dagger, and I tear apart the chairs.
Yeah, so that's a 10.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely part of the original house.
Okay.
22.
Or at least old enough to be close to it. It may not have been with the original structure, but it wasn't like in the last 20 years or something. It's very old.
Alright.
22.
You realize that this actually is providing a bonus, a +1 resistance bonus on all saving throws when worn. And also, once per day, as a free action, the owner can bestow the effects of false life.
False life?
Here, let me look it up.
So false life is you harness the power of unlife to grant yourself the limited ability to avoid death. While this spell is in effect, you gain temporary
Possum?
hit points. What's that?
Is that like possum? Playing possum?
No, you're just getting temporary hit points. A D10 plus 1 per caster level.
It's kind
To a
of
maximum
like.
of +10. So it's like a quick, like extra XP that hits you
Why
when
didn't?
you're about to die.
So
Like
we never had him
reduce
detect
Exactly.
magic on this thing before?
I guess not.
I think we had, but
Quinn check it, but he didn't.
Yeah, Broder Quinn
He
couldn't
looked at it,
detect
he didn't
magic,
detect
but we didn't
magic.
have him detect
Yeah.
magic.
No,
Oh.
he didn't.
and you said it's a +1 to all resistance saving throws.
All saving throws, period.
Oh, all saving throws. Do you relay this information to me?
I take
Yeah.
I take me dagger,
Okay.
and I tear the chairs apart, hoping to find something.
I guess temporary.
You see, Cade starts taking his typically statue aggression out on these chairs. He starts cutting away at the
Give me
chairs,
something, man.
pulling cushions. Soon the room is filled with the dust and motes of torn chairs. I need Ixon, as you're looking at these, go ahead and roll D20 Knowledge Arcana, please.
20.
I pull up the rug.
There's nothing else.
Come on, man. There's nothing.
All right, so there's the door on the opposite side, or you can head back toward the front door hallway that you came through.
Onward ho.
Onward ho.
What did Pandora's box do again?
Released all the bad stuff into the world.
Oh.
You open the other door.
Yes.
All right. You pull the door open.
We didn't get to lose the hinges.
As you pull this door open, you see. Hang on here. You see that.
So 0 hit points.
Yeah, when you hit 0 hit points.
I hold. Oh, are they still in that room? I hold the door.
You see that a dusty room with that long couch that you saw earlier. The cushions are caked white with sheets of wispy fungus. The couch faces a stone fireplace with capering imps and birds carved along the mantel. Eddies of dust skitter along the warped floorboards as if caught up by a slight breeze, but there's no wind. So again, it's about a 20 by 15 room. There's the door you came through. There's the scene I described with the long couch and the fireplace, and there's a door that heads west, kind of back in the direction of the entrance.
I say the door?
Yeah, I mean, we should.
I listen behind this door.
Yeah.
All right. As you
We don't check the room for nothing?
do or no.
I would like to check the room.
All right, everybody roll DC 20, please. Perception.
Give me something. Come on. Oh my
24 again.
gosh.
31.
19.
11.
You notice that the disturbing sort of dust, it actually looks like footprints are being formed and kicking up.
Oh.
But no creature, but you see like there's like disturbing of the dust, like
Who
something
sees
is
that?
walking. He does. Walking across.
Do I notice anything with the 24 or?
You turn, you look, you catch his eye, you see the same thing.
I
What's my 19? See that as well?
But I mean, once they call your attention to it, you see it.
Do you call attention to it?
just
I do.
Throw dust!
No, I don't call attention to Cade to it.
Okay.
Throw dust.
Mistrust of Cade.
I grab in that
You
direction.
kind of reach into that direction. All right, as you reach into that direction, you suddenly feel your pulse quickens.
Dang it.
Your heart rate starts accelerating.
I pull back.
Throw dust!
As you pull back, you feel a sense of worry that overcomes you. You see, you look over and it's Irda. It's not Irda. It's your child.
I look away.
Your child. No, you can't. You have a powerful urge. Roll saving throw. DC.
I need to stop touching stuff. It's y'all's turn to start touching stuff.
DC 14. Will save. DC 14 will save.
Bro, I suck at will saves. Alright. I'm out of advantages too. Oh, I got it perfectly. 11 plus 3 is 14.
For the briefest moment, you look at Irda, and she looks like your daughter. You feel compelled. You have to get her out of the house. You pull yourself back. You stop. And then you just feel like there's sort of scales that fall from your eyes. And she's back to being Irda.
Well, this house is messed up, to say the least.
What
I'm-
happened?
There was something walking.
What I've known since the moment we came upon this place.
You were my daughter.
I didn't know you had any children.
I don't. Well, besides Ray. But do I? There was that one brothel. I'm just kidding. No, I just say, and I felt the strong urge to get you out of this house. Which is not odd.
So are you a woman inside or a man? Like, why would you think that's your daughter?
I mean,
Who are you?
men can have daughters too.
Well, I know. But who are you? You're having a strong urge for somebody.
Were you?
Whose
No,
spirit is it?
wife
I'm
again?
simply grabbing the spirits that reside in this household. Clearly,
I know,
what
but
I
which
just
spirit is it?
met all the spirits in the house.
No, which one wanted the daughter?
I don't know. I go and I listen to the door now.
Okay, roll d20 for me.
Lots of d20s being rolled tonight, boys. 18. Natural.
For the briefest of moment, you feel like you heard a note of music that had passed.
I feel like we should stop letting Ixon go first. Bad things have been happening. That's not anything against you. That's
Well,
just the
I don't think
situation.
it's been caused by me going first
Have
because
we
I have the urge to touch things.
Yeah.
Have
Maybe
we?
stop touching.
Curiosity kills the cat.
Well,
And your party.
had I not touched those footprints that were moving, we wouldn't know
Are
not
they
to
still
touch
in
the
here?
future footprints and just understand that they're spirits roaming this house. So we now know not to follow the footprints anyways.
Alright,
Didn't you see a bunch of footprints earlier?
Yes, all the way around the house.
They're
leading
just
up to the house.
spirits. The spirits roam this place and are haunting.
Did we search this room?
It clearly does not
Ghosts
like
aren't
us in
really
here.
my area of expertise when it comes to fighting.
I open the door.
Oh, not at all.
Okay, Ixon.
I solve
open
it.
the door. What's that?
I put the stuff on
No,
it.
to the
I
door,
prefer
that's fine.
battling
Okay.
krakens.
Well,
You gotta tell me before. You pull open the door, and as he opens the door, you hear the creaking.
We've got to grease them.
And you see the room beyond. It is. It's a hallway, and there is a door to your right, and down the hallway another door at the end.
Okay.
Does this manor have so many doors?
Well, so it's a really big house.
And it's 3
It
stories.
has lots of rooms.
It is. Is there? Have we seen any stairs or anything indicating
the first
When you came in.
a lower floor?
Not yet. No, nothing with indicating a lower floor yet.
But he does know that there's a basement.
I'd say we investigate the door to the right.
I agree. The door to the right. I listen.
Let's go.
You hear that, again, just a brief note of music that then passes, nothing else.
I put the solvent on the door and then go.
It gives a slight groan as you open it, and you see a large room beyond. It's an oak paneled chamber that you had seen from outside. It must have once been breathtaking, but it's a sad looking sight now. Those floorboards, as I mentioned, are warped. This is the room that you kind of went through the bottom of. You see the doors on the side. The once magnificent chandelier lies on the floor, crushed. The frescoes decaying on the walls, and the grand piano with its splashed surface and warped keys leaning against the corner.
I'd like to search the room, see if I can.
Irda moves around the room searching. What's everyone else doing?
I investigate the chandelier.
All right. You move over to the chandelier, start picking through the rooms. You?
I investigate the room as well, just looking for anything that
Actually,
sticks out. I detect magic in the room.
Are there
actually.
any like rugs or carpets or anything on the ground?
You don't see anything on the floors. You know, these floors are just warped floorboards.
Any like paintings on the walls?
No, it's more of like an open room. It looks like it was a dancing room, perhaps, or some sort of a musical arcade room.
Okay. Then I investigate the chandelier.
All right, you pick through the chandelier. You see just bits of crystal crushed on the floor, but you see nothing else of interest.
Anything that might be worth any value?
No, common crystal, like the chandelier, probably itself was once worth quite a bit, but now in its destroyed state, it's worth nothing.
I detect magic in the room.
You don't sense any magic.
I think at this point it's a little more ominous than there being magic.
Huzzah!
Thank you very much for the sub, sir. Always appreciated.
I was a gifted from
gift,
Ethan.
yeah.
E.
Ethan Evie,
He
thank you
gifted
very
5
much. We
subs.
appreciate the gifted sub and extra. We appreciate it. Hey, if you haven't followed us yet and you're watching this, enjoying the content, the macabre and scary con today, we have one question for you.
What are you doing?
All right, what else do you do in this room?
I say we move on.
I second that motion.
Anything to get us through this house and out faster, I am for.
Ray taps you on the shoulder again, Nixon.
What?
He looks over at the piano.
You want to play?
No. No.
No. See, if I play, something will start happening to me. Like Scar.
Nah.
Would you like to play, Ray? So why do you want me to play? Yeah, Solomon, do you want to play the piano?
No.
I say we just move on.
Huh? I do have medallion.
Yeah, you could have
Ray-
plus on your saves.
Why does Ray? Will you ask him why he wants? me
Why
to play the
do
piano?
you want to play the piano? You like music?
Oh, he's sweet.
No. I just look at I say no. Ray.
Arr, but.
I beatbox in his ear.
He nods sadly.
I don't play the piano.
All right. You step back out of the room. Okay.
And continue
You
that.
step back out of the room and you move further. There's the door at the end. You listen at that door again, and you hear nothing.
Inward.
Yes.
We pour some
Yeah.
stuff on it first before I go in.
All right. You open the door, and as you open the door, you see what looks like an old washroom. Ancient metal washtub stands to the west. It's got rings of mildew in it, and you see the rest of the room looks dilapidated, and there's a strange, furtive scratching sound that comes from inside the tub.
From inside the tub?
With that,
One minute.
Still. That one's on now. Okay, I'm wondering if the batteries are dead on those. The batteries must have, like, they're enough to turn the lights on, but I think they actually are starting to fail on the basic battery. Are you hearing the DM now? It looks to me like I'm live. Yep, I'm definitely live, so you're hearing me now. Okay. All right, so sorry about that. We had a little audio difficulty there at the end, but we are going to go ahead. Hey, Shane O'Mac, good to see you. We just finished up. Man, you missed a scary episode. This was quite the macabre scene in the House of the Misgivings. There's been some really strange stuff happening to our intrepid heroes, and we're going to go ahead and do a quick MVP for today's stream. So if you think the MVP today was Earda. Oh, you just clocked out. Oh, man, that's bad timing, Shade. That's all right. You can go back and watch it. It'll be up, and it was a pretty fun episode. I think you'll enjoy it.
But you know who to vote for, Shane.
Earda's number 1. Solomon is number 2. Cade is Ixon's number 3, and Cade is number 4. And vote for your stream MVP.
A vote for Cade is a vote for fun.
And, Earda got one. Earda. Oh! It's a straight up smackdown today. even Camo Lease voted Earda. Oh, my soul. All right, well, outstanding, and thank you, everyone. This makes it official. Earda is today's stream MVP. Give her a round of applause. And thank you so much for watching. Hey, Blue Box fans, we'll be back next week. You're going to see what happens to our party as they venture further into this strange house known as the Misgivings. Foxglove Manor holds many mysteries, some intriguing, some saddening, some quite deadly. As Solomon, once again, about to have his face chewed off, as appears to happen at the end of every single episode. Thanks so much again. Thanks for watching us, and we're going to do a quick raid here, so hang with us. No worries, Shane. You're the best. Never apologize. We're going to go ahead and do a quick raid here. And if you can stay with us while we do this and support someone else on the community, we would appreciate it. And let me go here and raid a channel, and let's see who's live now. Dice of the Beholder, Eat, Drink, Roll, Not Great RPG. Everybody looks like they could use some help. Nobody has a good bunch of followers right now. So let's go to Dice of the Beholder, and let's give them a nice raid. Here we go, raiding Dice of the Beholder. Stay with us. Yeah, they are awesome. I love these guys. And we got 9 viewers ready to raid in 2, 1. Boom! The raid is happening!